All right, chalo. On that powerful note, are we good to get started, guys? We have just about 60 seconds before we go ahead and kickstart the entire session. I'm going to go ahead and make sure everything is fine. So I will be sharing my entire screen, and you guys can be awesome enough to go ahead and confirm in the Zoom chat if you are able to see my entire screen. I'm going to go ahead, quickly share my entire screen. Let me just go ahead and share my entire screen with all of you guys. Boom, there you go. Go ahead and drop in a yes in the Zoom chat if you are able to see my entire screen. That is this wonderful PowerPoint presentation. If you can see my entire Microsoft Power BI dashboard that we are going to build together, and that too in today's session. If you are able to see my wonderful face, my happy smile as well, and if you're able to also hear me clearly, everything good to get started? Yes? All right, sure, awesome. I see a lot of yeses. That indicates everything is good to get started. So on that note, let's go ahead and kickstart the entire session. Hi everyone, how's it going? And welcome to the first day of the 2-day Power BI Domination Workshop. My name is Jatan Shah, and I am going to be your mentor for today and tomorrow. That is the entire duration of the workshop as well. And before we get started with this wonderful workshop, I have a few questions for all of you all, and I want you guys to answer this in the fastest time possible right now in the Zoom chat. Can you tell me in the Zoom chat, guys, how long does it take for you to create a Microsoft Excel dashboard or a report that looks as good as the one that you see in front of you? Having a lot of slicers, timelines, charts, pivots, all of this. How long does it take you? Never made any? 3 to 5 hours? 5 to 8 hours? Or more than 8 hours? What do you think? How much time does it take you to do this? Yeah, never made any. 5 to 8 hours, 5 to 8 hours, never made any, never made any. Most of you all saying haven't made anything like this. All right, never made any more than 8 hours. Second most common answer is more than 8 hours. All right, here's the answer to that question. An average job employee takes about 4.5 hours, which is approximately 270 minutes, to make a proper Microsoft Excel dashboard every time he or she has to make an Excel report or a dashboard. 270 minutes of their precious lives, my friend. Isn't that a lot of time? What do you think? Let me know in the Zoom chat if you agree with it or not. It's a lot of time to make an Excel report. Don't you think so? My question to you is, if I could teach you how to ditch those boring Excel dashboards and make interactive Power BI dashboards just like this, without any prior knowledge, starting from today, and that too in just about 2 days, in less than 24 hours of you meeting me. Would your 99 rupees that you have paid for the entire workshop to spend 2 days with me be absolutely worth it? Can I have a massive yes if you agree, sir? If you can teach me something like this, it would be absolutely the best thing that I could have at the beginning of 2025. Yes? All right, awesome. Second question for all of you all. How much, according to you, does a good Power BI developer make in India? So if you are a Power BI developer in India, specializing in Microsoft Power BI, how much can you make? 4 to 6 lakhs per year, 6 to 12 lakhs an annum, 12 to 15 lakhs per annum, or more than 15 lakhs per year? What do you think? 1, 2, 3, 4. Which option? Option 3, which is 12 to 15 lakhs. All right. Option 3, which is 12 to 15 lakhs. I think 6 to 12 lakhs, more than 15 lakhs. More than 15 lakhs, no idea. 4 to 6 lakhs, 6 to 12 lakhs. All right, here's the answer. This is the average salary of a Power BI developer in India. The average salary of a Power BI developer is 20.2 lakhs. Based on the several 10,000 plus job openings that Power BI developers have as of today. The average salary is 20 lakhs. It ranges from 15 lakhs all the way up to 45 lakhs as a Power BI developer that you can earn. According to Google, again, it's more than 20 lakhs annually, my friend. And you know what the fun part is? Power BI jobs are 40% more than Tableau, ClickView, Data Studio jobs combined. So every other data visualization and business intelligence software out there in the entire world, if you combine all of them, Power BI has not just that much, but 40% more job openings and better opportunities than every single other software combined, my friend. So my question to you is, would you like to go ahead and grab these kind of jobs for yourself, or even include Power BI in your resume to get better at your current profession as well? Drop in a yes if you would love to have that happen to you as well. Yeah. And my final question to all of you all is, and I want you guys to be very specific about this. My question to you is very simple. What was the last annual salary appraisal that you have received in your job? So we have just come out of 2024, right? We are in 2025 right now. Last year, what was the salary appraisal that you received from your job? If you didn't receive any kind of salary appraisal, I understand that because a lot of people were getting fired. Your job in the first place is a big deal in itself, right? So say zero if you didn't get a salary appraisal, say 3% if you got a 3% salary appraisal, say 7% if you got a 7% salary appraisal. Let me know in the Zoom chat the exact specific percentage of your salary that you got as your last annual salary appraisal. All right. 7% still waiting for it, 0%, 6%, 12%, 7%, 7%, 8%, 3%, no appraisal. 10% I see, 7% I see, 6%, no appraisal, 4%, 12%, 8%, 5%. All right. Here's the thing, this is the outlook for 2025. In 2025, across all the industries, if you're coming from India, more or less, you will be having an average salary appraisal of 9.5%. How much? 9.5%. This is more or less what you get to have if you are expecting a salary appraisal in 2025. And in India, inflation, nominal inflation is between the range of 9 to 11%. This is something that you need to take care of every single year. Your expenses go up by 9 to 11%, and even if you get an average salary appraisal, which is 9.5%, you are technically having nothing in your hand left because your expenses increase by that exact same percentage as well. So my question to you is, instead of getting this 8, 7, 10, 12% of salary appraisal that most people get, if I can show you the only 6 skills that you need to get a minimum of 40% of salary hike in the next few months to come, just like my students. Would that be awesome? Can I have an awesome in the chat if you feel, sir, that would be the most wonderful thing that I could ever imagine in the year 2025 for myself? Drop in an awesome in the chat if you would love to have this happen to you. And before you ask me, sir, how will you be able to help me with this? Who are you? Let me go ahead and officially give you an introduction as well. You must have seen me on Instagram, you must have seen me on YouTube, you must have seen me on Facebook. And I'm so sorry for disturbing you in the middle of the video or your mindless Instagram scrolling that you must have done. And I suddenly popped out of nowhere, right? So sorry for that. But let me just go ahead and formally introduce myself to all of you all as well. My name is Jatan Shah. I will be your mentor for the entire workshop. I'm also a Microsoft certified official trainer. Not everyone is a Microsoft certified official trainer. I'm a Microsoft certified official trainer, one of the handful people across the globe who is certified by Microsoft, who is certified by Satya Nadella to teach Microsoft products and Microsoft applications, Power BI being one of them. So I'm one of the Microsoft certified trainers across the globe, officially able to go ahead and teach you Microsoft Power BI. Number 2, I'm also a Microsoft certified verified expert. I'm a certified expert by Microsoft who has also seen my expertise in Microsoft Office applications and certified me in my expertise of using those applications as well. So I'm also a Microsoft certified verified expert. I'm also a Google certified data analyst. Along with being a Google certified data analyst, I'm also the highest endorsed data and AI mentor in India. There is no one, according to LinkedIn, a platform having more than 50 crore people across the globe, there is no one, according to LinkedIn, who is better at data analytics and AI across the country of India of more than 150 crore people than the person who is in front of you. That is me. So I'm the highest endorsed data and AI mentor in India, according to LinkedIn. I've also been awarded the prestigious award of Entrepreneur 30 Under 30 in the education category of India, which means my contributions in the education sector, in the education industry in India, got me an Entrepreneur, that is ET 30 Under 30 award as well. Along with being an ET, that is Entrepreneur 30 Under 30, I'm also the co-founder and CEO of Skill Nation, which is an AI and data-driven company where we do more than 130 plus crores of revenue every single year. We have been in establishment for more than 5 years now, doing upwards of more than 650 crores of revenue as well, still being profitable and still being completely bootstrapped as well. So this is what I've been able to do so far. And by the way, I'm 25 years old, right? So at At the age of 25, what you see is what I've been able to achieve, and that should help you understand that the person whom you're going to learn from and spend the next 2 days with is a person who knows what they are doing, who knows Microsoft Power BI, and is very much capable of helping you learn it yourself as well. All right. So that's a bit about me. I thought you should be knowing that as well. And now let's go ahead and get started with the entire session as well. All right. By the way, I have also helped my students get jobs, get promotions, get salary hikes in the biggest companies of the entire world. Google Lelo, Microsoft Lelo, Capgemini, Accenture, Adobe, Goldman Sachs, EY. You have Intel. You have many companies where my students are working right now, giving me a rating of 4.9 out of 5 across more than 8,000 plus reviews and testimonials as well. These might be the problems that you might be having right now. I would love for us to solve it together as well. But I want you guys to first understand the problems that you are having right now that you would like to solve in the next few days to come. Number one, and I want you guys to drop in the number of the problem that you might be facing right now. A lot of people might be facing low efficiency and productivity. Drop in a 1 if you feel you are not the most efficient, the most productive person in your organization right now, but you would love to become one as well. This might be a problem that you might have to solve. Number 2, a low salary package. Sir, I don't have a high salary package. I'm stuck at a 8, 12, 15, 20 lakh per annum. I want to go beyond 20 lakh per annum. How do I go ahead and do that? I don't have a good salary package, but I would love to have one for myself. Number 3, a low salary appraisal every year. I'm only getting 8, 10, 12% of salary appraisal or even lower than that, which is in line with the inflation. So company has to definitely compulsorily give me something like that. But how do I go from that to a 20, 25, 30, 35% of salary appraisal? This is a problem that a lot of people might be facing. If you have it, drop in the number 3 in the Zoom chat. Number 4, lack of in-demand high-income skills. I want to get a better salary appraisal, a better job, a better package, but I don't have the necessary skills. I don't have the high in-demand skills in order to get those jobs. That is the reason why I'm here to learn Power BI as well. So that could be something that you relate to. Number 5, lack respect or appreciation in your job. Sir, I have been working tirelessly. I have been working so hard in my job, but my boss doesn't respect me. My colleagues don't appreciate me. My boss doesn't appreciate me in front of the entire office. And I feel very sad about it. That's a problem that a lot of people face. If you do, let me know in the Zoom chat. And number 6, stuck in a department or an industry that you do not like. Sir, I want to go from non-IT to IT job. How do I do that? I want to go from marketing to data. How do I do that? I'm stuck in an industry that I don't like, or I'm stuck in a department or a company that I want to leave and go to another company, another department, another industry, but I don't know how to do that as well. Let me know if this is a problem that you might be having right now as well. You could be having any or all of these problems that are shown in front of you. My goal for the next few days is very simple. I'm going to go ahead and set expectations for you. Because if you don't have your expectations aligned with the agenda of the entire workshop, you will not be having the best experience. So before we start, it's important for you to have your expectations aligned with the entire workshop agenda. So, guys, I hope the logical part of your brain will tell you that it's impossible for a human being to help you solve all of these problems in just 24 hours. Can I have a yes if you agree with this? We cannot just spend a few hours today and tomorrow and I can help you with all of these problems. We need to spend more time together so I can help you solve all of these problems one by one by one. Do you agree with this? Can I have a yes if you agree with this? So my goal for the entire workshop is very simple. We will solve some of these problems over the next 2 days. Plus, not all, some. Plus, learn and even build a complete interactive AI-powered Power BI dashboard that you can add to your skill set, that you can add to your resume, that you can add to your portfolio and show to any potential recruiter or even your company's HR as well as a newly learned skill that you have had. Would that be awesome if we can achieve this tomorrow before 3 o'clock? Can I have a yes if that would be awesome? Today is what? 18th of Jan, 7:13. Tomorrow before 3 o'clock, less than 24 hours later, that you have met me. If I can help you achieve this, would that be awesome? Yeah? Sure. Perfect. This can take me 10 minutes also, 1 hour also, 2 hours also, 4 hours also, 7 hours also. I don't keep a timer. My watch is separate. I wear a watch, but I keep it out when I have a workshop. My watch is switched off. I don't look at the time at all when it comes to conducting any of my sessions, because I fundamentally believe learning shouldn't happen based on time. You cannot look at the time and be like, I will only learn for 73 minutes today. A minute more and I will stop my learning. ऐसे तो कोई सीखता नहीं है. No one learns like this. So I don't have a habit of looking at the time when it comes to helping you and giving you any kind of value. I would request you all to also have the same kind of approach towards your learning. Don't look at the time being 73 minutes ho gaya, I will not learn for one more minute now. Don't be that person. Spend time learning and focusing on the value, and I'm sure you would have a wonderful time as well. Does that sound fair? Can I have a FAIR if that sounds fair to you guys? Not to look at the time and to rather focus on the value. Yeah? All right, perfect. Wonderful. The workshop schedule is very simple, guys. Today you have your first day. It's a 2-day workshop. Tomorrow you have more learnings. Today you learn half. Tomorrow you learn more. I would say today you learn 30%. Tomorrow you learn 70%. So we start from fundamentals. We gradually move forward as well. The workshop is of 2 days. Today is a Saturday. Today from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. you have your workshop, day 1. Tomorrow, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. morning session is your second and your final day. All right, don't come at 7 o'clock. I have my family wedding. All right, so I will be at the wedding. Don't come at 7 o'clock asking, sir, where is day 2? Please make sure tomorrow it is 11 o'clock. You make a note of it. All right, so tomorrow 11 o'clock. All right, have a wonderful breakfast. Come tomorrow and we'll have a wonderful time. But tomorrow 11 a.m. in the morning, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. 3 hours tomorrow as well. All right, tomorrow's joining link is a different link. It will be given to you at the end of today's session. Only those people who stay till the end of today's session will be allowed to join tomorrow's session as well. I don't want any random person to be a part of my day 2. Only if you are capable of spending the entire day 1 with me, will you be allowed to join day 2 as well. So make sure till the very last minute of today's call, you stay with me and attend the entire session. Tomorrow's link will be given to you specially on the call at the end of the entire session. Sounds good? Yeah. So this is the workshop schedule, and speaking about bonuses and certifications, guys, learning and value will be provided throughout the entire workshop. Bonuses will be given to you at the end of the entire workshop. So if you're wondering, sir, workshop bonuses at the end of the entire workshop. Some of them I will give you today, some of them I'll give you all tomorrow. Third, verified certificate. Yes, you will get a verified certificate with your own QR code hosted on our entire platform with my signature, with a verification number. So any potential recruiter or person can verify the authenticity of your certificate as well. It won't be some random PDF where you will have my signature. You will have a QR code, verification number, sab kuch hoga. But here's the most important thing. Attend both days, compulsory to get certified. You attend one day and you tell my team, I attended one day. Can you give me half certificate? I can't tear your certificate and give you half of it. Correct or not? Attending one day will not make you eligible. Don't even ask. Attend both the days, today and tomorrow, in order to be certified. Half a day, pauna din, aadha din, kuch nahi. Attend both the days and you will get certified. As simple as that. If you have opted for extra PPT templates at the time of registration for the workshop, the details of it will be given to you at the end of the workshop as well. All right. If you're a MacBook user and if you're wondering, sir, how will I use Power BI? Don't worry. You will also be able to use Power BI. Now, how does it work? Power BI desktop version, which is what we are going to use today, is only available for Windows laptop. So, or a Windows PC, any Windows OS. All right. So if you are using a Windows operating system, you will have to download Power BI desktop. My team has already sent multiple reminders for you to download it. If you haven't downloaded Power BI desktop, do not do it right now. You will miss out on the learning by doing something which you are not intending to do right now. So please don't do that. If you don't have Power BI desktop as a Windows user, or if you're on your mobile phone, sit back, relax, understand everything, learn everything. The notes of the entire session will be given to you at the end of the entire session on the call. So don't worry about that. All right. But do not download Power BI right now if you don't already have it. If you have done the download and if you have installed it, wonderful, you will be able to build a dashboard with me. We will cover Power BI service. There is one more thing called Power BI service, using which a MacBook user also will be able to use Power BI. When do we cover Power BI service? Tomorrow. So today as a MacBook user, you just have to understand Power BI desktop, and tomorrow onwards, you too will be able to start using Power BI, and I will give you all the required things that we have done today for you to continue tomorrow as well. So MacBook users, sit back, relax, enjoy, learn everything. Tomorrow you can practice as well. Windows users, follow along and build a dashboard with me today. Download the Excel data set, which I'm about to give you all right now in the Zoom chat. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and give you all the link of a data set. Please go ahead and download the data set. You can click on the link and it will automatically download an Excel file from your browser. If you cannot do that, I have directly given you the Excel file also. So just click on the file in the Zoom chat and download that file. Click on the link or the Excel file, no matter what, the file remains the same. As simple as that. All right. Chalo. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start our learning. And this is what we are going to start off with. We will be working on multiple case studies. We will be looking at different kinds of practical problems to solve with the help of Power BI. And here's one such problem. Imagine, right? Imagine you have your mobile phone right next to you and you just have your mobile phone screen brighten up. And you see there is a notification from your official WhatsApp group of your office. Yeah. And this is what that notification says. Important meeting alert. Extract and present actionable insights for your company on Monday. You have to extract and present actionable insights for your company this Monday. So today is the 18th, today is a Saturday. So 18th, 19th, and then 20th. 20th of January, you will have to go to your office and present actionable insights. Now, what's really happening here? I'll give you a picture, I'll give you an idea of it. Imagine you are an employee of a company called SN Corporation, and you have a very important meeting this Monday. That is 2 days later, 20th of Jan. You have worked the entire year of 2024 extremely hard to get yourself a well-deserved promotion and a wonderful salary hike. Your promotion is just one step away, and that one step is this important meeting. This meeting is going to be attended by all the CXOs, all the leadership level roles, the senior level management, all the important people of your organization. And if you are able to impress them, you will get a big salary raise and a bigger job title, that is a promotion. But if you fail to impress them in this meeting and they are not able to see the kind of talent, the kind of skill set you have, you will be stuck in the same job role at least for the next 2 years to come. So this meeting is a deal maker or a deal breaker. You need to impress everyone in that meeting by getting actionable insights. Insights from your data that the company's management can make decisions on, can take action on. That's called actionable insights. Number 2, answer any complicated question that your management has already given you. So your management has given you a bunch of complicated questions that you need to find out the answer to before the meeting starts. Number 3, be ready for any question that you are going to be asked during that meeting. So when you're presenting your data and if someone gets up and asks you a question, you should be ready with a system that will allow you to answer that question on the spot and not be like, I will get back to you, sir. I will get back to you, ma'am. All right. You will have to answer that question on the spot. So how do you do that? And number 4, present your company's performance in the form of a stunning Microsoft Power BI dashboard, just like the one that you see in front of you right now as well. This is the entire dashboard that you and I together are going to build as well in today's session. And then we have a lot of more dhamakas happening in the day 2 as well. All right. So this is the goal. This is the agenda that we are going to start off our journey in Microsoft Power BI with. You don't require any kind of prior experience. I've already told you that. So let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and drop in a massive yes in the Zoom chat if you are ready to get a big salary raise for yourself and an even bigger job promotion in the year 2025. Are you all set? Are you all ready? Are we good to get started as well? Can I have a big yes? Chalo, let's go ahead and get started. Perfect. All right. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much for dropping in a yes. I love the kind of energy each and every person is having right now on this call. I love it. All right. Let's go ahead and get started, guys. And this is what we are going to start off with. All right. First of all, we are going to understand the data that we are having. All right. Let's go ahead and get started by understanding the data that we are going to work with. I have already given you the data. If you are someone who has joined late, link is given to you in the Zoom chat. Click on it, download it. All right. Now, here we have the data of SN Corporation. SN Corporation is a company which operates in the continent of Europe. And it's a company which has multiple different stores which sell a lot of products in their store. Just like how you like have a DMart, right, or a Big Bazaar in India, or a Walmart, or a Target of USA, or a Lidl or a Aldi of UK, right? What do these all different stores do? They sell a lot of different items in one big superstore, right? Same way, we have SN Corporation, which sells a lot of products under one roof. And here we have all the orders that SN Corporation has received. SN Corporation operates across different countries only in the continent of Europe. So here we have different orders and the details of every order. Let's go through them very quickly one by one, shall we, before we start making a dashboard? First of all, we have order number. So every order will have an order number starting from the first order that the company has received all the way till the 4115th order. So this company or this data that we have in front of us has 4115 orders data. Then we have for every single order, we have the date on which the order was placed. So when was the order placed? The name of the customer who placed the order, the city, the country, and the state from where the order was placed. And the country will be any European country. So UK, Lilo, France, Sweden, Austria, Italy, Spain, Germany, etc., etc. Then within that country, what was the state, and then what was the city of that state? That's what we have here. Then we have the region of Europe. So Europe is divided into three regions: Northern Europe, Central, and South. If a country comes towards the north part of Europe, so any Nordic countries like your Finland, your Norway, your Sweden, stuff like that, that comes towards the north part of Europe. So that will be northern region. Anything which comes towards the central part will be central, and then whatever comes towards the south part will be categorized as south region. So based on the country, we have the region here. Then we have the segment of the customer. We have tried to identify the customer and put them into three brackets. First one is called consumer. So if you or I are purchasing something for our household requirements, we are called consumers. If a business is placing an order for their employees, it's called a corporate order. So if Reliance or TCS placed an order, it's a corporate order. And number three is home office. Who is home office? Home office are basically freelancers or consultants who are working out of their own house. So any freelance consultant or just a freelancer in general who is working out of their own house, which is also their office, that's called home office. So we have consumer, you and I, corporate orders, and then we have home office. Simple. Then we have shipping mode. Now, in today's world, in the likes of Zomato's, Blinkit, or you have your Zepto, or you have Swiggy Instamart, right? You have 10-minute deliveries, right? But this data is of 2017 to 2020, right? So what do we have here? We have shipping modes, right? Just like how Amazon has a delayed shipping mode, then you have a one-day delivery, you have same-day delivery, etc., right? You have something called as shipping mode. Here you have the slowest way of shipping, which is called economy. Which is called what? Economy. A bit faster is economy plus. Then a bit faster is priority. And the fastest is immediate. So you have slowest as economy, then economy plus, then priority, and then immediate, Turant. All right? And then finally, we have the last few columns. Don't worry, we have just the last 7 columns. All right. Then we have 3 columns, which are very close to each other, right? Which are very connected to each other. We have category of product which was purchased. Within that category of product, what subcategory of product was purchased, as you can see. And within that subcategory of product, what was the actual product which was purchased in that order. So we have category of product, subcategory of product, which is under category. And then we have finally the actual product. So imagine you have, let's say, electronics as, let's say, the main header of category. Then you have earphones as the subcategory in electronics. And then you have, let's say, boat earphones as the product name, right? So that's how it works. And then finally, we have the last 4 columns, which is cost. So how much did it take for us to fulfill that order? What was our cost? What was the sales, or in other words, revenue that we made? The total profit that we made, which is nothing but the sales minus the cost. In case we have made a loss, we will see a negative amount. All right. And then we have quantity. How much quantity of that product was sold? So this is what we have, my friend. This is the entire data. It is almost 65,000 values. How much? As you can see right here, it has a total of 65,000, 65856. That's the total number of values that we have in the entire data. A pretty decent sized data set as well, isn't it? So we are going to go ahead and use this entire data set to build this entire dashboard. Is everyone having a broad idea of what the data is now? Can I have a yes, guys? Understood a fair bit of what the data is before we go ahead and start our dashboard? Yes? Perfect. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and close the Zoom chat whenever it is not required. Whenever I give you all time to complete something, I will reopen the Zoom chat as well. At the same time, no, you are not alone on this call. The Zoom chat is set to host and panelist only. So whatever you or anyone else will message, that will only come to me. This is done so that no one has any kind of fear of judgment. Sir, what if I ask a question and someone says it's a very silly question? No one will do that. Your chat is secure with me only. No one else can read it. Don't worry about that. All right. And don't worry, today is the 18th of January. I'm not a automated session, some recorded video. I am live in front of you. Okay? Chalo. So with that being said, let's go ahead and continue our dashboard journey. Now we are going to go ahead and start off our dashboard building process. How do we start off? For everyone who is having a Windows laptop or PC and you have Power BI installed, you can practice with me. If you're a MacBook user, you will learn Power BI service tomorrow. Wait for it. Learn right now. If you are on your mobile phone, please make sure to practice later. Right now, you can understand everything. Notes will be given to you. All right. But if you have Power BI installed and you're on your Windows laptop or PC, this is what you are supposed to do. Go to the search bar of your laptop slash PC and search for Power BI. Okay, what will you search for? You will search for Power BI and you will see something called as Power BI Desktop. Click on Power BI Desktop application and open it up. If you don't see Power BI Desktop, the obvious answer is you don't have it installed. So if you haven't installed it, of course you will not have it. So don't be worried about that. If you have it installed, you will see it. When you have Power BI installed and you open it up, you will see this as the interface of Power BI. But no, this is not the actual interface of Power BI. Let me show you how to actually get to the real interface of Power BI. You will have to click on this button called blank report. Okay, so there is this button called blank report. Please go ahead and click on blank report. Okay. When you click on blank report, then you get to see the actual interface of Microsoft Power BI. So now what you have in front of you, that is the real interface of Microsoft Power BI. All right. So what you need to do is just click on blank report and you have the interface in front of you. Now, before we start building our entire dashboard, let's understand the interface of Power BI. I will give you everything step by step. You will learn a lot of things, but step by step. So if you have any questions while you are learning one thing, sir, what is this? What is that? Hold on to it. We are going to go and learn everything step by step. All right, systematically. So for now, let's understand the interface of Microsoft Power BI. Guys, this is what you have in front of you. All right. You have at the top left corner your Microsoft Power BI ribbon. Just like any other Microsoft Excel product, like Microsoft Excel, how you have all these tab, file, home, insert, draw, etc., which have their own different set of functions. So in the home tab, you have all of these functions, correct? Same way, when it comes to Microsoft Power BI, you have the file tab, home tab, insert, modeling, view, etc. This entire space is called what? It's called your ribbon, RIBBON. All right. We will look at a lot of functions from this ribbon one by one once we get started. Right below the ribbon, you have a very big empty space. You see this, guys, this entire empty space that you have in front of you? This is where the magic happens. This is where you go ahead and build your entire dashboard. I think of Power BI developer, including me, of course, to be a wonderful artist, all right, to be the next Picasso. And what would Picasso do? What would a wonderful artist or a painter do? They would have an empty canvas. They would have a palette of colors, right, watercolors. They would take up their brush, dip it into those watercolors, and then paint a wonderful picture in front of you. Correct or not? Same way, as a Power BI artist or a Power BI developer, you have this entire canvas where you go ahead and make a wonderful, amazing looking dashboard and impress the rest of the world as well. That's what you will become in the next 24 hours to come. All right. So this is where the magic happens. I like to call it the canvas. Power BI is not so cool. Power BI calls it the workspace. Well, very boring name, right? Workspace, right? But I like to call it the canvas. You call it whatever you want. You call it Tommy, you call it Jatan, you call it workspace, canvas, doesn't matter. As long as you know what it does. All right. So I like to call it the canvas, or you can call it in Power BI's boring words, workspace. All right. Then, right below the workspace, you have the page number. You can add more pages to your Power BI dashboard, and you can delete the page in case you don't want it from your as well. You don't need to add more pages. For now, we will stick to only one page, which is page number 1. All right. And then towards the right hand side, you will be having three different panes. All right. Now, pain as in not dard, it's not PAIN, not the Hindi wala pain, but it's actually PANE. All right. So, how is it spelled? It's PANE. It's called pane, PANE. You have three panes: filters pane, you have the visualizations pane, and you have the data pane. If you want to expand anything, if you want to go ahead and expand something, you will have to click on the double arrow. You see this double arrow, guys? You have to click on the double arrow, open it up, open, close, and so on, right? So you can click on the double arrow, expand it, collapse it. That's your choice. You have the filters pane, visual pane, data pane. Now, I want you all to be very, very clear with this. All right. I want you guys to write it down somewhere. So open up your notebook, open up your notepad, wherever you want to, and write it down. What does the filters pane do? The filters pane allows you to filter your dashboard. So in the future, if you want to filter your dashboard according to something, I want to only have so and so kind of data in my entire dashboard, and I want to filter out the rest of the dashboard. That will happen in the filters pane. More on that later, but that's what you need to know right now. Then you have something called as visualizations pane. Visualizations pane is used for two things, and I want you all to make a note of it because this is the most important pane out of all three. Visual pane does two things. It allows you to make a visual. What does it do? It allows you to make a visual. So if you want to make a visual, a column chart, pie chart, bar chart, line chart, whatever, it happens from the visual pane. And second, it allows you to format a visual. All right, it allows you to format a visual. So if you want to modify a visual, change the color of the visual, add a shadow, add a border, decrease the font size, increase the shadow of the entire visual, whatever. All of that happens from the visualization pane. I like to call it the visual pane. Itna kaun bolega? Visualization, visual pane, viz pane. All right. Then you have the data pane. Data pane is the pane where you have every single column of your entire data displayed in front of you after you load the data. So once you load up the data, once you get your data from Excel or a website or a PDF, wherever you get your data from, whatever data you get, it will be shown in the data pane. For example, once you load up your data, every single column that you have in your data, like the category column, city column, cost column, country column, profit column, etc., will be shown in the data pane. As simple as that. In a few old versions of Microsoft Excel, it's also called the field pane. So it's just a change of name, right? It's not something different. Field or the data pane mean the exact same thing. All right. So this is what you need to know as of now when it comes to the entire interface of Microsoft Power BI. And no need to take screenshots or photos of my screen. I will give you all the notes as well. Don't worry. All right. So this is all you need to understand. Now, let's go ahead and understand how to load our data so we can start building our entire dashboard. How do I go ahead and load the entire data, guys? This is what we need to do. We can go ahead and click on the home tab. You guys see this home tab right here? Within the home tab, you have several options: get data, Excel workbook, OneLake Data Hub, SQL Server, etc., etc. There are a lot of options, as you can see. These are shortcuts. So a lot of different shortcuts are given. So the most commonly used data sources, they have their own shortcuts. But if you want to see the entire list, sir, I want to see where all can I get my data from, then you need to do this. You need to click on this button called Get Data. Don't click on the text. If you click on the text, this will open up. You don't want the drop down. You have to click on this button, or just see this button, guys, right here. You see this button? Just click on the button. That's it. When you click on the button, you will have a tab called Get Data, where you will see all kinds of data in the entire world. You can get your entire data. So if you want to build a Power BI dashboard, you can get your data from, let's say, Microsoft Excel. You can get data from a CSV file. You can get data from an entire folder. So all the files from an entire folder, you can get everything together. You can get data from a PDF. You can get data from, let's say, your Google Sheet. You see this Google Sheet? You can get data from Google Sheet. You can get data from Google Analytics also. You can get data from, let's say, Amazon also. You see this? You can get data from, let's say, Azure also. There you go. You can get data from MongoDB also. You can get data from any SQL server. You can get data from a SharePoint folder. So you can get data from basically anywhere and everywhere in the entire world. Power BI is known for that. Power BI gives you so many options. You will go crazy understanding what to use, what not to use. Because you are just starting out, I will keep things simple for you. We will be using something called as Microsoft Excel, which I'm sure everyone is familiar with, right? So you need to select this option called Excel Workbook because our data is also in Microsoft Excel, right? So you need to click on this Excel Workbook option and click on the Connect button. What do? Excel Workbook and click on Connect. Okay. Once you click on the Connect button, it will give you a dialog box where you will have to select your Excel file that you want to use to make a dashboard. In case you are someone who doesn't have the Excel file, I have given you all the link in the Zoom chat right now. Feel free to go ahead and simply download the entire Excel file. All right. So I hope you have done it already. Now, if you have from the Zoom chat and not from WhatsApp, it might be in your download folder. So go to your download folder and you will find it there. I will select the Power BI dataset, the one that I am having, and click on the open button. So I've selected it and I will click on the open button. When I click on the open button, I will be having a dialog box which says navigator. Now, why do I have this dialog box? Understand, guys, when it comes to Microsoft Excel, one Excel file can have even 10 worksheets, 1, 2, 3, 4. It can have as many worksheets as you want to have, correct? And when it comes to building our Power BI dashboard, it is not necessary that I want to build a dashboard out of the data from all the worksheet. What if I want to make a dashboard only from the first worksheet and not all the worksheet? In that case, don't you think there should be an option to select the worksheet that I want to get my data from before I load my data? There should be something like that, correct? This is exactly that. So you see this, guys, Power BI data set. You have a worksheet called list of orders. That's exactly what we have. List of orders is the worksheet name. You see this list of orders right here? That's the worksheet name, right? So in case you have multiple worksheet and you don't want to get data from, let's say, all the worksheet, you can simply put a tick mark on whatever worksheet you want to get your data from. You can load up 17 worksheets also together. You can have multi-selection. ऐसा नहीं है कि you can only select one thing at a time. You can have multi-selection also. But in our case, we don't require that. We only have one worksheet. So I will put a tick mark here. Without putting a tick mark, you will not be able to proceed further. So put a tick mark here. Click on it and put a tick mark right here. All right. And when you do that, you will be having a button at the bottom called load. If you don't put a tick mark, the button will not be clickable. So make sure to put a tick mark here. And then you have three options. The first one is called cancel, which will cancel the entire process, which is waste of time. So let's not do this. Transform data, which will open up something called as Power Query, which is an entire world altogether, which is very different. We will look at all of that later. For now, we will click on the button called load. So we have this tick mark, and now I will click on the load button. That's it. All right. So again, I will show you what to do. Get data, you click on this button. Go to Excel workbook, select it and click on connect. Select the Excel workbook, select the worksheet and click on the load button. That's it. Once you click on the load button, you will be having your entire data loaded inside of Microsoft Power BI. And how do I know that the data is loaded? You see this, guys? In our data pane, we have list of orders worksheet data. And if you click on this arrow, you see this arrow, guys, right here. If you click on this arrow right here, you will be able to see every single column of data that we have. So we have all of this order ID, order date, customer name, city, country. All of this is what we have here. Order ID, product name, city, country, everything. So this is what you need to do in order to go ahead and get your data from Microsoft Excel to Microsoft Power BI. I would request all of you all to go ahead and do this entire process, guys. All you have to do is go ahead and click on get data. If you don't want to do that also, you can directly click on Excel workbook. That's the fastest way. Click on Excel workbook, select the Excel file and you are good to go. All right. Go ahead, do this, put a tick mark here and click on the load button at the bottom. All right. Once you are done, feel free to drop in done, sir, in the Zoom chat so I can understand that you are done and we can proceed further when majority of you all are done with it. All right. Done, sir. Perfect. Shiva, Ravi, guys, I'm also giving you all the entire I'm also giving you all the entire Excel file once again in the Zoom chat. Again, if you have joined in a bit late, no problem. Please download it from the Zoom chat. All right? Chalo. Wonderful. Done, sir? Perfect. Easy so far, guys. Simple to load your data. That's step number 1. Okay? Perfect. Done. All right. Awesome. Now, my friend, you have gone ahead and loaded your data. Now the question is, how do you go ahead and start building your entire dashboard? So let's focus on that. How do you go ahead and build your entire dashboard step by step? For that, you need to understand how Power BI works. All right. So let's understand how Power BI works. Power BI works on the concept of drag and drop. You have to drag something and drop something. So for example, if I want to make this, let's say AirPods, right? I have to drag it from somewhere. I have to go and drop it somewhere. All right. So that's the same principle that Power BI works on. As easy as what I've just shown you. All right. And the second thing that you need to understand is the concept of your tile. So let me explain that to you in simple terms, right? Wherever you are, you might be in your wonderful house right now, you might be at your office, you might be in a cab traveling back from your office, listening to the entire session, whatever the case is, right? If you are at your house, chalo, imagine you're at your house, and if you are, let's say, in your room, if you look down, your room would be made of multiple, or your floor would be made of multiple tiles, right? All these different tiles put together, right? Would make up your entire floor. You have rectangular or square tiles or whatever kind of tiles, right? But when you put them together, that's how the entire floor is made. So if I ask you, what is a floor made up of? You will say it's made up of different kinds of tiles, correct? Same way, Power BI is also made up of different tiles. Think of Power BI as your floor. And every single visual that you have in Power BI, no matter what you make, will be inside a tile. So if you want to make this rectangular box, it will be inside a tile. You see this, guys? It's a rectangular tile. I can make it bigger, smaller, larger, taller, whatever, as you can see. If you look at this column chart is also inside a tile. So every visual that you have in Microsoft Power BI, it is inside a tile. And when you put all of these tiles together, that's your entire floor. Or in other words, it's your entire dashboard. That's how Power BI operates. So let's go ahead and practically implement it. Theory-wise, I'm sure you are clear with the tile concept, but you still would not be able to understand it clearly until and unless you do it with me. So let's go ahead and do it for the first visual, and you will get a lot more clarity. Guys, the first visual that we are going to make is of this card. Okay, so there is this one visual called a card visual. Note it down. The first visual that we are making, it's called a CARD card visual. What is it called? It's called a card visual. Now, what does a card visual do? A card visual basically shows you or your audience, whoever is the audience of this dashboard. So whoever is the viewer of this dashboard whether it is you, your boss, your colleague, your client, etc., right? It shows the audience of this entire dashboard one important metric. It shows the audience one important metric. It's a rectangle that shows your audience one important metric. For example, here we have this card visual, which shows what? It shows the audience one important metric. What is that important metric? The total sales of the company. Then we have one more card visual, which does what? It shows the entire audience one important metric, which is the total cost of the company. Here we have the total profit of the company. And by the way, guys, just in case you don't know, an important metric for the company is also called its KPI, key performance indicator, right? So it's called KPI, key performance indicator, key performance indicator. All right. So if you want to show any of your KPIs, no matter what department you belong to, so whether you belong to HR, you might be having an attrition rate as or recruiter, your attrition rate as your KPI. As a sales head, the total sales will be your KPI, or the total employees or the total salary of the entire company might be as a manager your KPI. It doesn't matter. If you want to show any kind of KPI, you have to use a card visual. And how do you build a card visual? It's the most easy thing in the entire world. This is what you are supposed to do. In the visualizations pane, where do you go? In the visualizations pane. Do you see all of these different icons, guys? They are not there for time pass. You see this, all of these different icons? ऐसा नहीं है कि they are given for show, just to make Power BI look fancy, right? And more hi-fi complex. It's not like that. All of these visuals correspond to a type of visual. So for example, here we have the pie chart. Okay, just a sec. Here we have the pie chart. Here we have the line chart. Here we have a column chart. Here we have a card visual. Right? So every single icon represents or is a proxy of a certain kind of visual. We want to go ahead and create a card visual. So what will we do? We will go and click on this card visual button. If you want to add a visual, what do? You click on that button. So if I want to insert a card, I will go to this icon. What is this icon, guys? Look at this. This icon right here. If I just zoom into this icon, it's 1, 2, 3. You see this, guys? 1, 2, 3. You need to click on that. Okay, so ready? 3, 2, 1, click. When I click on it, I will be having a tile inserted. I will be having a tile inserted in my canvas. And this tile, just like your house is tile, guys, if you have your house, let's say you have only this much space, and if the tile is this big, what will the person who is putting on those tiles do? They will cut the tile, correct or not? Same way, even in Microsoft Power BI, you can change the size of your entire tile. You can make it wider by going to the edge and dragging it. You can make it taller by going here and dragging it like this. You can make it smaller or you can make it bigger. That's your choice. All right. For now, I will keep it something like this and place it here. How about that? All right. Now, this is my tile. Okay. And this is a tile for my card visual. So now I can create a card visual inside this tile. You can't create a column chart in a card visual tile. You can't create any other visual if the tile is for the card visual. So if you have clicked on card, this is a card visual. This is a card visual tile. You can only create a card visual inside this. Simple. So how do you create it? Right now, though, it is empty, right? There is nothing inside it. Why is it empty? Because we haven't told Power BI what metric do I want to see in this card? What metric do I want to see in this tile? Correct or not? So how do I tell Microsoft Power BI I want to see, let's say for the first one, the total sales? How do I tell that to Microsoft Power BI? This is how you can do that. This is what you need to do. All right, ready for this? The answer is drag and drop. Drag, drop. That's it. That's all you have to do. Drag something, drop something. I will show it to you. Have a look at this. Guys, here I have all my different columns, all my different kinds of data. I also have my total sales right here. You see this, guys? I have my total sales right here. Yeah. So all I have to do is click on total sales. I just have to click on total sales, hold my cursor. Don't leave your cursor. Click on it, hold your cursor and drag sales into this box. Again, click on sales, hold your cursor and drag sales into this box. And the moment you do that, you will have your total sales inside this box. Easy, right? Another way to do this, if you don't want to go and drag something, another way to do this is you will have a field box here. So if you select your card visual, you will have something called as the field box. If you don't select your card visual, Power BI will not know where to put the sales. So don't make that mistake. You will see something called as values, which is wrong. So don't look at values. What you require is what? Field. This is correct. Don't look at values. This is wrong. All right. So field is the correct one. Okay. So you need to click on the card visual. Click on it. Then you will have field. You can drag sales into field box. Instead of going and putting it here, put it here only. That's it. And you will have the field of sales inside your entire tile. That's it. That's how easy it is. All you had to do was drag it here or drag it in the field box and your work was done. Now, the question is, sir, I see that the total sales here is 1.3 million, but I can only see 1 million. So where is the 0.3 million? Understand, guys, by default, Power BI doesn't show decimal value. So whatever decimal value you have now, it will get rounded off. So if you have 1.3, which is less than 1.5, it will get rounded off to 1 million. If it was 1.6, it would have been rounded off to 2 million. But sir, what if I want to show decimal value? I don't want to see whole number. Can I see decimal value also? Yes, you can. How do you do that? Let's understand that. Guys, if you want to go from 1 million to 1.3 million and see that decimal place, what will you have to do? You will have to end up modifying the appearance of your card, formatting your card. The right word is called formatting, right? We have to change the appearance, format our entire visual, correct? And I told you there is a pane which allows you to make a visual and format a visual. Can you tell me what is that pane? In the Zoom chat right now, I made you all note down the same as well. Can you tell me in the Zoom chat, guys, is it the filters pane, visualizations pane, or the data pane? It's the visual pane, correct? In case you have given any other answer which is not visual pane, please make sure to note it down so you do not forget. All right. Again, if you want to go ahead and make a visual or format a visual, the answer itself is in the information, right? It's the visual pane. It's the visual pane. So when it comes to the visual pane, my friend, you have three sections. You see this, guys? You have three sections. The first one allows you to build a visual. So the first one allows you to build a visual. The second one allows you to format a visual. Allows you to what? Format a visual. And the third one is something that we will learn later. For now, these two are important. So make a visual, format a visual. Okay. I will go to the second section. What do? I will go to the second section. In the second section, which is called format visual, I will have visual and general. So again, I have multiple options. We will look at all of this in detail a few minutes later. For now, you will have to go to call out value. Where will you go? Call out value. So go to call out value and there is something called as value decimal places. You see this, guys? Value decimal places, which is right now set to auto. Auto matlab Power BI, you can decide whatever the hell you want. I will not tell you how many decimals I would require. Automatic, you decide. And automatically Power BI will be like, I will have 0 decimals. But if you want to change that, you can simply go here and instead of keeping it automatic, just say 1. The moment you say 1, you will have 1 decimal. That's it. What if you say 2? You will have 2 decimal, 3 decimal, 4 decimal, and so on and so forth. 3, 4, and so on. But for now, only keep 1 decimal. That's all. So again, what do you have to do? Go to the card visual, select it. Go to format your visual. Once you go to format, again guys, if you go to format without having the visual selected, there will not be any format. You have to select the visual, then go to format, then go ahead and click on call out value. That's it. So go to call out value and then you have value decimal places. You have 1 year. That's it. Enter 1 year. That's it. All right. Now, we have gone ahead and created our first visual. Let's go ahead and do it for our second and third visual. Let's create two more card visuals, one for cost, one for profit. So again, how do you make it? You can simply click on the card visual, keep it right next to your second visual, something like this. Okay, I'll make it a bit smaller. How about this? And here, what will I add? My cost. Then again, I will go to format, call out value, and make it 1. Done. Then what will I do? Again, I will click on this and I will put it towards the right hand side. A shortcut to copy paste a visual is Control C, Control V. So you can select a visual, press Control C, copy, Control V, paste, and you can create a duplicate of that visual. So now you can go ahead and here you can have profit instead of cost. So you can remove cost from here and put profit. But if you don't want to kind of confuse yourself with multiple options, don't do copy paste for now. Start from scratch. So what do? Click on this. Again, put it towards the right hand side of your second visual. Make it a bit smaller if you want to, something like this. And then what do you put? You will put your profit. There you go. Then you will go to your format section in the visual pane. Go to call out value again. And then what do? Value decimal places 1. That's it. And your work is done. So guys, please go ahead and create the 3 card visuals that we have in front of you. You have your sales card, you have your cost card, and you have your profit card. Again, you have to go to format, call out value. Where do you have to go? Format, call out value, value decimal places. If you don't see format, it means you haven't selected a visual. Click on a visual to select it. If I click outside, I will not have format. I will have something different. I have format your report page, which is different. So select a visual. Only then will you have the option to format your visual. Okay. Please go ahead, complete it, and let me know in the Zoom chat once you are done by dropping in a done, sir. All right. This is the icon that you need to go ahead and kind of click on to insert it. Okay, let's do this. Guys, the first one will be for sales, second one will be for cost, third one will be for profit. So sales, I will write it down in the Zoom chat, guys. Sales, cost, profit. How do you change the background color? How do you add a title? All of that we will look at later. For now, what I'm showing you is what you are supposed to do. All right. Done, sir. Perfect. Done. All right. Perfect. Done, sir. All right. Done, sir. Perfect. Perfect. Awesome. So guys, we have gone ahead and now created 3 visuals, all 3 of them showing us an important metric for our entire dashboard. We have done sales, we have done cost, we have done profit. Now, let's go ahead and look at a table visual. We are going to go ahead and understand the list of customers who have purchased something from SN Corporation and their total sales, cost, and profit. For every customer, combining every single order that they have placed with SN Corporation. For example, right here, as you can see, I have a list of all my customers, their sales, their cost, and their profit. And I am able to see for every single customer, what is their total sales, cost, and profit. Now you might wonder, sir, how is this different from the Excel file that we have? Here also we have the customer name. We also have the sales, cost, profit here, correct? How is it different? The answer lies in cumulative sales, cumulative profit, cumulative cost. For example, here I have Ruby Patel. For example, I have Ruby Patel. And let's say the first 7 orders were placed by Ruby Patel. In my Excel file, I would see Ruby Patel 7 times. And the individual sale, cost, and profit for every order placed by Ruby Patel. But when it comes to our entire Power BI table, we would see only one Ruby Patel and the combined sales of Ruby Patel from all the 7 orders. That is the fundamental difference. Here we are seeing the total sum of everything. Here we are seeing individual orders, as simple as it can get. And you might wonder, sir, why is this important? Why is this necessary? I'll help you understand that as well. This is the answer to that question, my friend. I'll give you a very recent example, right? I flew back from London back to Mumbai. I stayed in Mumbai, so I flew back to London. I went there for my New Year's, and I came back, and for the entire trip, I didn't have to spend a lot of money because I booked my flight via Star Alliance, right, with my credit card reward points, right, and I went via Air India. So Air India has a Star Alliance. With the help of Star Alliance points, I can book a flight as well, right? I stayed there in a Marriott. I didn't have to pay for it completely because I had a Marriott car membership and I had points in my Marriott car membership as well, right? So every company, whether it is a big company or a small company, whether it is airline, hotel, whether you look at, let's say, Amazon Lelo or Flipkart Lelo, every company has some kind of loyalty system, membership system, so that if I have points, for example, in Star Alliance, I am much more likely to book a Air India flight versus an Etihad, for example, right? If I have a Marriott Bonvoy membership and points, I am much more likely to book an Marriott hotel compared to an Accor hotel, right? Every company wants their customers to be sticking with them and not go to their competitors. So they offer membership points, they offer loyalty bonuses to all their customers as well. Now, if SN Corporation also wants their customers to not go to their competitors, don't you think it is important for us to also offer some kind of loyalty bonus or membership points where if a customer has given this kind of sales to us, they get so and so reward points? Or if they have given us this kind of total number of orders, they will get so and so loyalty bonus. We should be doing that, right? Every big company does it. Flipkart has its own Swiggy One membership. A Swiggy Black membership as well is something that we have. Flipkart has its own membership program. You have Amazon Prime. Why do these companies do it? Because they want Amazon wants people to not go to Flipkart. As simple as that, right? So this is something that I feel our management would love to see, and then create a loyalty based system for our customers as well. Do you think that's a wonderful idea? Can I have a yes if you feel that would be a great actionable insight that we can present to our management as well? Make sense? Chalo. So let's go ahead and make this then. How do I make this? It's actually very simple. This is what you are going to do. If you want to create a table, what will you do? First of all, you will deselect any of the cards. So don't click on any of the card. Go outside and then go to your table visual. You see this, guys? Here you have the table visual. This is the table visual. Okay, this is called the table. Don't go to the right hand side. Right hand side one is called the matrix. You don't have to use the matrix, you need to use the table. So click on the table button. And when you click on the table button, you will have a tile. Again, the first step is to always insert a tile of your floor. So you will have a tile, and this tile is where you can make your table. So I will place this tile somewhere around, let's say here, below my first card visual, something like this. And now, what do I want to see? I want to see my customer name, sales, cost, profit. I just have to drag it in my table. So customer name, drag it, drop it. Total sales, drag it, drop it. Total cost, drag it, drop it. Right? It's like a third standard kid can also do something like this. That's how easy Power BI is. People don't know it, but it's that easy. And now you cannot see more space. So what will you do, guys? Go to the middle right edge right here and increase the size of your table. Drag it towards the right, something like this. And now you can add your profit. Boom, done. So now you have customer name, sales, cost, profit. Everything in front of you. You can go and scroll as much as you want. Every customer's sales, cost, profit is in front of you as well. All right. So again, go ahead, click on the table and drag whatever you want. And whenever you don't have space for more items, just increase the width. All right. So go ahead, complete this. And this is how it should look like. All right. Once you are done, let me know in the Zoom chat by dropping in a dancer. All right. Dancer, I can see Dipti, I can see Niket saying dancer, Ankita saying dancer, Sujata, Vishal, Rahul, Abhishek, I can see Suyog, Nikhilesh, Anke saying dancer, Samita, I'm dancer, perfect. Vinita, Ashok, I can see Komalpreet, I can see R. Ramesh, I can see Phillips, I can see Lavanya, I can see Ashish, I can see Nikhil, I can see Rajesh, perfect. Chalo. Awesome, guys, easy so far. Yeah. Now let's go ahead and understand how to create our next visual, which is going to be what? It is going to be our column chart. And I know you guys have created column charts in Microsoft Excel or Google Slides or PowerPoint earlier as well. But this is a kind of column chart that is far better than anything that you have ever created in any other software. So let us go ahead and start off with our process of creating a column chart. And before I show you how to create a column chart, guys, let's first of all understand what we are about to do. We are about to go ahead and create this column chart. What does this column chart have? Guys, this column chart is showing us the total sales for every subcategory of product that we have. So we have multiple subcategories of products. My management, or rather, I would want to tell my management for every subcategory of product that we are having in our stores, how much sales have we done for every subcategory. That is what I want to go ahead and help my management understand. So how do I do this? Very simple. All right. I'm going to go ahead and help you understand how a column chart is made, and then I will give you all time to make it. The height of a column chart shows the total sales. The taller the column, more is the sales. You see this, guys? The taller the column, more is the sales. The shorter the column, less amount of sales. All right. So how do we start off? First of all, we have to create a column chart. And how do you create a column chart? Right here in the first row, where in the first row, you have something called as clustered column chart. You see this, guys? Fourth item. Fourth item, it's called the clustered column chart. All right. So click on this fourth icon called clustered column chart. And when you do that, simply keep it towards the right hand side of your table. And by the way, guys, before we proceed further, if you have made a small mistake, I would not even call it a mistake, but just to clarify, if you have clicked on something, for example, by mistake, I click on Aaron. Okay, by mistake, if I click on Aaron, see what will happen to my card. They will start reflecting the data only for Aaron. You see this 1635818 So if something like this happens, do not worry. Simply click on Aaron once again. And if you click on Aaron once again, it will get deselected. So by mistake, if you select something, don't panic. Just click on it once again and you will be able to deselect it. As simple as that. This entire selection process is called the concept of interactivity. We will learn interactivity in the next few hours also, today or tomorrow. Don't worry, I will be covering that. All right. So let's come back to our column chart. So guys, go ahead and insert a column chart. And once you do, you will see on the bottom part of your visual pane a lot of requirements, a lot of things that this column chart will ask you. X-axis, Y-axis, legend, small multiples, then you have tooltips. Oh my God, so many things, correct or not? And at this point, you will be like, "Arey yaar, is such to Excel hi hai," correct? But no, that's not really the case. All right. I'm going to go ahead and break down every single field that you need to understand. Step by step, we will go. If you learn it in the right manner, nothing, you can tomorrow become a NASA scientist also. If you learn science in the right manner. So Power BI is just like that. You learn it right way, you will be able to crack it. That's it. All right. So let's understand it very simply. And for that, I would love for each and every one of y'all to go back to your school days, right? Who doesn't want a bit of nostalgia, right? So let's all go back to our school days, right? I don't know about you, but when I was in school, I had this in my statistics, maths and statistics period. I used to have a graph paper, right? A green colored graph paper, which had a vertical line in the center, and then in the middle we had the horizontal line as well. The horizontal line was called the x-axis. The vertical line was called the y-axis, right? So this is a graph paper that I used to have on which we had to plot axes, graphs, and curves and stuff like that. How many of y'all, drop in a me if you too had a graph paper back in your school, college days, or you have your kids who are having graph paper right now? Yeah. Yeah, wonderful. Chalo. So, guys, that graph paper had two axes, vertical, horizontal, correct? Vertical axis was called what? It was called the y-axis. The vertical axis was called the y-axis. The horizontal axis was called what? The x-axis. Horizontal was called the x-axis, right? So here I have my column chart. Here also we have two axes. One is vertical, one is horizontal, right? What do we have in the vertical axis? Vertical axis is called what? Y-axis. And what is the horizontal axis called? It's called the x-axis. So the vertical axis that we have the sales, as you can see, right? And the horizontal axis that we have the subcategory of products. So can I come to the conclusion that x-axis is subcategory and y-axis is my total sales? Can I have a yes if this basic funda is clear to you now? Y matlab vertical, right? And we have sales there. X matlab horizontal, we have subcategory there. Clear hai? Perfect. So all we have to do is go ahead and use this logic in our column chart. That's it. Guys, here also we have x and y axis. In my y axis, what will go? My total sales. So I will drag my sales and put that into y axis. That's it. And when I do that, I will have one column, which is the total sales of my entire company. 1.26 million, which if you round off becomes 1.3 million. So what you have here is the total sales of the entire company. But I don't want to look at the total sales of my company. I want to look at the total sales of every subcategory. Every subcategory. Correct or not? So what do I have to do in that case? I will also have to add my x-axis. I don't even have a horizontal axis. So I will have to go and get my subcategory into x-axis. And the moment I do that, my one big fat column of total sales of the entire company is cut into smaller pieces. And now I have for every subcategory, how much sales has the company done? So for bookcases, the answer is 2,73,000. For chair, the answer is 1,71,000. Appliances, 1,57,000, and so on and so forth. So all we had to do was add our y-axis, add our x-axis. That's literally as easy as it can get, right? This is how simple it is to go and create a column chart. You have to add your x and y-axis. That's it. Now let's go ahead and learn something called as legend. Now guys, what is legend? Legend is a very interesting concept. I'll give you an example. Legend is not used all the time. But when you have specific questions that you are asked, it's the most beautiful thing in the entire world. Let me help you understand what legend is all about. Guys, imagine, I want you guys to tell me if it's a fact or it's a practical way of learning or not. All right. Imagine you are presenting this entire dashboard and your boss is like, Jatan, we have Mr. Rakesh who is sitting right next to me. He is the marketing head of our company and he wants to understand the total sales that we have gotten in bookcases, which is 2,73,000. How much of that sales has come from North region? How much has come from Central region? How much has come from South region? So North, Central, South. So that based on the sales that we have gotten across different regions, he can allocate the marketing budget accordingly. Because there is no point of allocating 90% of budget to, let's say, South region, if the South region is only contributing to 5% of the sales, correct or not? So allocation of marketing budget will also happen depending on how much revenue is coming from what all different regions, correct? So my question to you is, can you show me something like that? Can you show me and Mr. Rakesh something like that in this entire chart? How many of you all feel that's a very practical question that you can expect your boss or anyone else in your entire department to ask you as well? Practical enough, guys. Yes? My motto is very simple, guys. I'm not here to just teach you Power BI because you can do that from anywhere else, right? The way I teach you will not be something that you can find anywhere else, sure. But the point here is, you are not here just to learn a software. A software will not get you a high paying job or a better salary appraisal. Problem solving skill, where Power BI is used, is the real skill set that you need to have. Power BI is just a tool. So my goal, my focus would be, jitna ho sake, I will help you develop a problem solving ability. And this is my effort of doing that for you as well. All right. So guys, now how do we go ahead and answer that question? How do we show our boss the different sales coming from different regions for every single subcategory that we have? The answer is in legend. The answer is in legend. So guys, what happened so far? The moment we had our total sales, we had one column. But the moment we added subcategory in our x-axis, our one column was cut into multiple pieces. Think of a watermelon. Okay, think of a watermelon. The moment you had your x-axis become subcategory, the watermelon was chopped into 7-10 pieces. Now, your boss is asking you, every piece that you have, let's say you have 10 pieces, every piece that you have, cut it into 3 more pieces, north, south, central. So what will you do? You will use legend for it. Whenever you want to cut every single watermelon piece one more time into more pieces, smaller pieces, then what do? You use legend. For example, if I go and add region into my legend, see what happens. Look at the column, guys. The moment I add legend here, every column, for every subcategory, we had one column. Now what's happening? For every subcategory, we are having 3 columns. So every piece of that watermelon is now further cut into 3 more pieces. We have bookcases central, we have bookcases north, and we have bookcases south. Same way, we have chair central, chair north, and chair south. So every single subcategory where we had one piece of watermelon, now it is further cut into 3 more pieces. So whenever you have your boss or anyone else asking you a question like this, where they want to further analyze a part of a particular column, you can use something called as legend to further divide it into more pieces as well. So remember the example of a watermelon, just like how you cut a watermelon into 10 pieces. And then further, let's say you have 10 kids at your house. You cut the watermelon into 10 pieces. Then suddenly 20 kids appear out of nowhere. So now what do you have to do? Make those 10 pieces cut into 3 more pieces. Don't tell me I will get one more watermelon. But yeah, the point here is you will cut that one piece into 3 pieces to make sure you have 10 into 3, 30 pieces. That's literally what we have done here. Can I have a absolute yes in the Zoom chat if you have understood what legend does and the importance of it, my friend? If you want to further analyze your data, this is what you can do. But here's the problem with legend. Guys, when it comes to legend, it makes your entire data complicated. So I personally don't use legend only when I have a question like this. I use legend to answer the question, and the moment I answer the question, I will remove legend. So you don't have to add legend. You can remove it if you have added it. If you haven't added, don't add it. It was just to help you understand what legend does. It's not important for you to understand or rather use it right now. All right. Now let me go ahead and show you something called as tooltips. Small multiple is something which is right now in the beta phase. If you add something to small multiple, it is prone to crashing your entire dashboard every now and then. So don't use small multiples as well. It is something which is in beta phase. When the public version is out, I will help you understand that as well. For now, what you need to understand is possibly the most important part of a column chart apart from X and Y axis, which is called tooltips. Now, how is tooltips important? Where is it used? Understand that. It's a very interesting concept. Guys, right now, if you hover over any of the column, what are you able to see? You are able to see 2 things. Bookcases, which is the name of the subcategory, and the total sales for that subcategory. Correct or not? Now, what if you are presenting this data, you are showing the sales and the name of the subcategory, and your boss is like, Jatan, can you also show me not just sales, show me the profit for every subcategory and show me how much quantity have we sold for every subcategory. So I have a bigger picture. I can see the entire data with a lot more attention to detail as well. I can see the broader picture very easily as well, right? So how do I go ahead and add my total profit for every subcategory and the total quantity sold for every subcategory? How is it possible? How do I show something like this? Now, what will most people do? Most people will try to add profit and quantity as their y-axis. But the moment you do that, your boss is like, Jatan, don't overcomplicate data for me. Don't give me multiple different columns for every subcategory. I will go crazy. Can you not add more columns and still show me profit, still show me quantity for every single order or every single subcategory? Is that really possible? The answer to that question is a big fat yes. And I will show you what something that no other software can offer has or have been there inside of Microsoft Power BI since day one. Have a look at this. Guys, tooltip is a wonderful feature where whatever you add into tooltip will not be visible in your entire column chart. It will not be visible in your column chart. But whenever a person hovers over any column, at that point, they will give more information. For example, if I add profit into my tooltip and if I add my quantity into tooltip, nothing will happen to my column chart. You see this, guys, my column chart remains the same. But now, see the difference. The moment I hover over any of my columns, the moment I hover over any of my columns, I will see not just the name of my subcategory, not just the total sales of it, but I will also be seeing the total profit and the quantity for every single column chart as well. So I like to call tooltips information on demand. Write it down in your notebook. It's called IOD, information on demand. So whenever you go ahead and hover over something and you want to get more information, that is where you go ahead and use tooltips. So what you need to add in tooltips is profit and quantity. So whenever someone wants to have more information, without bombarding them with extra information, we can actually go ahead and give it to them only when they decide to hover over any of the columns. This is something which is mentioned in the notes as well. I have given you a detailed breakdown of X and Y axis, of legend also, and of tooltips as well. So please go ahead and add your sales as your Y axis, your subcategory as your X axis. Your tooltips will be profit and quantity. I couldn't show quantity because I couldn't take a screenshot here, but make sure to add quantity as well. Profit and quantity both in your tooltips. And once you are done, feel free to let me know in the Zoom chat by dropping in are done in the Zoom chat. All right? Done? Perfect. By the way, guys, so far so simple. Can I have a massive yes if you feel, sir, Power BI to abhi bahut easy hai. Right? Liking the way you are learning Power BI, maza aa raha hai, guys. Not so difficult now for all of you all who thought Power BI is super difficult. It's not. It's the most easy thing you can learn. Yes, easy. I'm liking it so much. I'm so glad. Chalo, guys, that's my reward. You're teaching wonderfully well. Thank you so much, yaar. I truly appreciate that. Thank you. Yes, sir, all because of your teaching. Thank you so much. Truly appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right, we'll kill it on Monday. I am sure you will. All right. Yes, sir, it's too much easy. Thank you so much. Wonderful lesson till now. Wonderful. Maza aa raha hai, sir. Great. You are making it very easy. Thank you so much. All of you guys, super nice people. Love you. Chalo, thank you so much. All right. I'm going to go ahead and show you a magic trick. Chalo, I'll do something special for you. I'll show you a magic trick. All right. A magic trick in Power BI. Okay. I'm going to show you something. Chalo. Guys, we have built a column chart, but I'm going to show you one more amazing thing. Okay. What if you are presenting your data and your boss is like, Ares, I don't want to see a column chart. Jatan, can you show me a bar chart? Don't show me a column chart. Then what will you do? Will you sit in front of the entire office in the middle of your presentation and then try to click on the bar chart, again add your XY axis, blah, 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 and all of that? Nahi. What if I told you, when it comes to Microsoft Power BI, you can literally go ahead and convert any column chart or any chart into any other chart on the click of a button. Yes, you heard that right. This is a magic that only Power BI can help you out with. You can literally go from a column chart to a bar chart on the click of a button. Let me show you how it works. All right, let me just go ahead and show you how it works. Guys, all you have to do is select your column chart. Okay, just select your column chart. And you will see that column chart is active. You see this, guys? Column chart has a border around it. Yeah. So you will see that the column chart is active. But if you want to create a bar chart instead of a column chart, you know what you have to do? You just have to click on, while you have your column chart selected, you just have to click on the bar chart. Ready? 3, 2, 1, boom. The moment you click on the bar chart, the entire column chart is now converted to a bar chart. Your X-axis, Y-axis, your tooltips, everything is in place. You do not have to add anything ever again as well. You can go from a bar chart to a pie chart and everything is wonderfully done. You can go from a bar chart to a line chart and everything else is done in front of you. Tooltip, X, Y axis, everything. You can go from that to an area chart to a pie chart to a donut chart to back to a column chart to a bar chart to again a back to a column chart. This tells you that the moment you learn how to create a column chart, technically you know how to make any chart in Power BI, technically. All right. So again, you have to customize it and stuff like that. But yes, technically, if you can create a column chart now, you basically have learned how to create any goddamn chart in Microsoft Power BI. Let me know how many of you all have found this feature to be mind blowing. Drop in MB in the chat if you have found this feature to be mind blowing. I also feel this is one of the easiest way to save a lot of your effort. You can click on a button and go from one chart to another and your work is done. How easy is that, right? So this is something that you can do as well if you want to, but for now we will stick with the column chart, all right? Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to create a line chart. Let's go ahead and understand how to do this as a line chart. Let's do this, all right? Have a look at this. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and deselect my column chart. Don't have it activated. If you have it activated and if you click on line chart, you will convert this into a line chart. Don't do that. Deactivate. Go outside and click. Now click on line chart to insert a new one and place it towards the bottom right corner. Yeah, something like this. And make it a bit bigger. How about that? Now, right here we have a line chart tile. Again, we have the entire Ramayana, all X, Y axis, secondary Y, legend, A, blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you, you don't require all of it. You just require two of it. You only require your X and Y axis, nothing else. You require X axis, Y axis. All right. Again, let's see what column chart are we trying to make here. Guys, what line chart are we making here? Guys, we are trying to make a line chart where we are looking at the total orders. We are looking at the total orders for every quarter of our entire company. Not daily, not monthly, not yearly, quarterly data of every year. So we start off from 2017 quarter 1. How many orders did we receive? Then we move on to 2017 quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. Then we have 2018 quarter 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. So we are looking at the total orders, not quantity. Total orders that the company has received every single quarter across the entire data. All right. Now, before we even start off the entire process, I have a question for you. Guys, if you just look at this data, right? The entire order goes up, then it goes down, then it goes up, then it goes down, up, down, right? And you will see that the peak is always quarter 3 or quarter 4. So you see this quarter 3, quarter 4. Again, we have quarter 3, quarter 4. Again, quarter 3, quarter 4. And again, quarter 3, quarter 4. Right? My simple question to you is, just by looking at this line chart, can you come to a conclusion? There is a conclusion that you can make. What is the kind of insight that you are able to conclude from this entire line chart? Let me know in the Zoom chat. What is it? Seasonality? Yes, I see everyone saying seasonality. Would you all agree this business has good days and bad days, good quarters and bad quarters? Yes. Quarter 3 and quarter 4 are always the best. Why? Festive season? Yeah, a lot of festivals come up as well during the second half of the entire year. Yes, it's Europe. So Europe has Christmas the most, right? So that's how it works, right? This is what you can conclude from a simple line chart. My simple question to you is, tomorrow, if you didn't have this line chart, and if I just gave you this entire bunch of data, would you ever in your wildest dreams be able to conclude that this is a cyclical business? What do you think? Yes or no? If I just gave you this entire data dump, would you ever be able to tell this is a cyclical business? The answer is no. I hope you're able to realize the importance of visuals. It's said that a picture speaks 1,000 words. It's not said because it's a good saying. It's really having a meaning, my friend. When you see things when you see things using a picture, it tells you a lot more about the entire data than just looking at a piece of table. As simple as that, right? So let's go ahead and make this up. How do I go ahead and make this? Very simple, guys. This is what you are supposed to do. In your y-axis, okay? In your y-axis, you want to look at the total orders. So you have to enter your order ID, all right? Go ahead and put your order ID. Where is your order ID? Right here. Get your order ID into y-axis. That's it. Order ID into y-axis. And when you put your order ID into y-axis, what will happen? You will have one dot which says 4,115. What is this? This is the total number of orders that you have, right? How do I come to know about this? Because if you look at the order ID, you see this, guys? 4115, correct? So that is the total orders that you have, 4115. So just like earlier, where we started with one single column which showed the total sales of our entire company, here we are starting with one single dot that shows the total orders of the entire company. Now we have to stretch this dot to make it into a line and show us per quarter how many orders have we gotten. But there is a small issue. Guys, if you look at the entire data that we have here, right? And you look at the order date, the order date is a date. It is not quarterly data, right? It is a date. It has the day, the month, and the year. What we are looking for is the quarter and the year. Year to we have, but where is the quarter? So how do I come to quarterly data, right? How do I come to quarterly data for every year? There are two ways to do this. One, learn Microsoft Excel, become an advanced Excel expert, become an advanced Excel formulas expert, create a new column, extract the month from the entire date, the year from the entire date. Based on the month, you can apply a choose formula as well, and then convert month one to a certain quarter, month two to a certain quarter, and so on and so forth. Or you can use the switch formula as well. Or just use Power BI. Why to do all of this, Tamjam? I will show you how to do this in Power BI. It's not even complicated. Have a look at this. Guys, this is all that you have to do. In your data pane, do you see this order date right here? Right? You see this order date? And do you see this arrow? You see this arrow, guys, right here? This arrow is only available for order date. There is no other item, there is no other column which has that arrow. You know why? Because Power BI is a freaking genius. Power BI, whenever you supply it with any kind of date-based data, any kind of date-based column, it will automatically group your data according to quarters, months, years, etc., etc. Let me show you how it works. Guys, if you click on this arrow, you see this arrow, guys, don't miss out on this arrow. You see this arrow right here? Click on the arrow, okay? Once you click on the arrow, you will see something called as date hierarchy. You see this, guys, date hierarchy? Yeah, you see this date hierarchy? Again, you have this arrow. You see this arrow right here? Yeah. Again, click on that arrow for date hierarchy. And when you do that, you are seeing the genius of Power BI. Have a look at this, my friend. You have year, quarter, month, and day. Power BI has automatically grouped your date into 4 buckets: yearly data, group, quarterly data, monthly data, and daily data. And before you ask me, no, there is no weekly data. Americans don't look at weekly data. All right. And it's an American software. So, yeah. All right. And here you have year. So, if you want to look at yearly data, not individual date, but just the total cumulative yearly data of 2017, 18, 19, 20, just put a tick mark on year. That's it. Just put a tick mark on year. And the moment you do that, see what happens. Now you are looking at the yearly data of every single year. So how much total orders did you receive in 2017, 18, 19, and 20? And if you further want to break it down into quarterly data, into what? Into quarterly data. Then you have quarter year. And you put a tick mark here. That's it. So first you put a tick mark on year. Go top to bottom. Don't put a tick mark on quarter and then on year. Do it for year and then do it for quarter. So now if I put a tick mark on quarter, see what happens. Now I get to see yearly and quarterly data. So for every year, now I have 4 points. Quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I have 2017 quarter 1, quarter 2, 3, and 4. 2018, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and so on and so forth. So all I had to do was create a line chart by clicking on this button, get my order ID as the y-axis to get my total orders. And then my x-axis will be what? My year. I will put a tick mark there, and then my quarter. That's it. And that's all. That's all I had to do. And my entire line chart is done. So, guys, I humbly request you to go ahead and do this. You have the entire chart in front of you. All you have to do is put your order ID into y-axis, go to date hierarchy or order date, click on this arrow first, then go to date hierarchy and click on that arrow first, and then go ahead and simply select year and quarter. Once you are done, let me know in the Zoom chat. The entire field box is in front of you. This is how it should look like. All right. Let's go ahead, do this. Drop in a dancer once you are done. All right. Dancer, Govardhan, Rahul, Adita, I can see Maheshwari, I can see Alia, I can see Sandeep, I can see E. Dinesh, I can see Deepak, I can see a lot of people. I'm calling out some names, but I see a lot of people actually dropping in a dancer. Wasim, I can see Ketan, Surendra, Jay Kumar, Kesava, I can see Rinkesh, Deepa, Nisarg, Nidhi, so many of y'all. Vishwanath, I can see Jash. Perfect, wonderful. Guys, maza aa raha hai? Yeah, this is literally 55% of your entire dashboard done. And it's been what? 1 hour, 40 minutes? That's kind of about it. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and in the next 30 minutes, complete the remaining 50% as well. Yeah. Let's do this. Guys, now we are about to go ahead and create our last visual for the second part of the entire dashboard. All right. Guys, if you divide the entire dashboard into three parts, right, you will see we have done 1/3. And once we complete this, my friend, we would be done with another 1/3. We would be done with 67% of the entire dashboard. And then we only have the remaining 33%. All right, that's about it. So it will take maximum 20, 25, 30 minutes max. And we shall be able to complete the entire dashboard today itself. Before we learn a lot more about Power BI. All right. So let's go ahead and build the next one. And again, what is the next one? The next one is a pie chart. All right. What is it called? It's called the pie chart. This pie chart allows you to understand the total quantity sold by different region. So how much quantity have we sold in the south region? How much have we sold in the north region? And how much have we sold in the central region? That is what we are able to understand with the help of this pie chart. And when I say quantity, it means quantity of any product combined together. So if I have sold 2 chair and 3 laptops, total quantity is 5, right? So how much quantity? It basically allows us to understand where is our business coming from, central, south, or north, majority of it. All right. So how do I go ahead and make a pie chart? First of all, this is all that you have to do. All right. And first of all, guys, constant feedback, constant amazing love that you guys are giving me right now in the Zoom chat. Also, this is Ina as well. Thank you so much, Ina, for the wonderful feedback as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right. Yeah. But coming back to how to create a pie chart, right? This is what you have to do. All you have to do is click on this pie chart button. That's it. Okay. Once you click on this pie chart button, place it at the bottom of the table. You see, guys, how everything is coming together, how everything is now a wonderful symmetry. Once we place this, 2/3 you can literally see in front of you, right? So let's go ahead and do this. Pie chart right here in front of you. Now, again, you have multiple things. No need to get confused. You only require two things. You only require two things. What are those two things? Legend and values. That's all you require. Legend and values. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and explain both of them step by step. Okay. Guys, all you have to do is focus on legend and values. That's all you have to focus on. Okay. Now, let me help you understand what is legend, what is values. And I want you all to write it down because no Google Baba, no YouTube Baba, no Coursera Udemy Baba will ever teach you something like this in a simple manner. Okay. So I want you all to note it down. But with a disclaimer, only applicable to a pie chart. Okay. And this is not there in the notes. So please write it down. Okay. Only applicable to a pie chart. Okay. So what am I talking about? Let's understand that. Guys, we have learned about legend in a different context in our column chart, correct? But when it comes to our pie chart, it's a little bit different. So far, what have we been familiar with? Think about it. So far, when we created our column chart, our line chart. What did we do? We added our x-axis, y-axis, and our entire visual was ready. Correct or not? But it was a vertical axis, horizontal axis. Can a circle have a horizontal or a vertical axis? Not really. It's called a tangent, but it's not applicable here. Right? It's a circle, right? Without any tangents. It's a circle. So can it ever have a horizontal or a vertical axis? The answer is no. So then how do we get started? Here we don't have x or y axis because there cannot logically be an x or y axis, correct or not? So what do we do in this scenario? Let us understand this. It's not too complex. It's literally the easiest thing out of everything that we have done so far. All right? Have a look at this. What if I told you, technically, you don't have x or y axis? Hear me out. Technically, you don't have x or y axis, but what you have is exactly x or y axis. Technically, you don't have x or y axis, but what you have is literally x and y axis. All right, what do I mean by that? All right, I don't want to confuse you guys, but let me help you understand this. All right, have a look at this. Let's understand legend. Only for a pie chart, values is nothing but your x-axis, and legend is nothing but your x-axis. So this is your y-axis, values, and this is your x-axis. That's all you need to understand. What do I mean by that? Let me help you understand that. Guys, if you notice in our column chart, what is our y-axis? Sales. Is it a numerical column? Yes, it's a number column, correct? When it comes to our line chart, what is our y-axis? Total orders. What is it? It's our numerical column, number column, correct or not? So don't you see a pattern here? That whatever is a y-axis, it's always a number, right? It's always a number. So when it comes to making a pie chart, I require two things. Different region, which is north, south, central. And then we have quantity, which can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. My simple, humble question to you is, which out of these two columns, region, which is south, north, central, or quantity, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, is a numerical column according to you? Let me know in the Zoom chat, guys. Is quantity a numerical column according to you, or it's region, which is a numerical column? Everyone agrees it's quantity, guys. Can I have a QTY? All right, it's a QTY in the chat if you think quantity is a numerical column. You guys are absolutely fantastic. I see everyone saying quantity. Wonderful. So, guys, if that is the case, quantity will go as our y-axis, correct? But here, though, we don't have y-axis. But haven't I told you that your values is actually your y-axis? I have, right? So what if we put quantity into values, which I'm telling you is the y-axis? See what happens. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and put quantity into values. That's it. Quantity into values. Ready? 3, 2, 1, done. The moment I do that, you see this, guys? Now I have a big circle. Remember the moment I added y-axis in my column chart, I had one big column. The moment I added my y-axis into my line chart, I had one dot. Here, the moment I added my y-axis, I have one circle. Are you now able to understand? It's literally doing the same work as y-axis, but technically it's not an axis, so we can't call it an axis. Let me know by dropping in a yes if you're able to connect the dots. समझ आ रहा है अभी? Column chart, one column. Line chart, one dot. Pie chart, one circle. It's literally the same thing. But you can't technically call it the y-axis because there is no vertical axis. As simple as that. Let me give you one more example. All right, guys, let's talk about x-axis now. Have a look at this, guys. Look at this, and these are the kind of feedbacks which make up my day. Thank you, Ruchita, for this wonderful feedback. Thank you, appreciate that. All right, guys. Now let's look at x-axis. What is the remaining stuff? What is the remaining thing? Region, correct or not? Have a look at this, guys. Now I will go and add my region into my x-axis. What is x-axis? As I told you, legend is your x-axis. The moment you add region, see what happens. That one circle is now divided into three pieces. One for central, one for north, one for south. Don't you remember the moment we added in our column chart, our x-axis, our one column became multiple columns. Our one dot became a line with multiple dots. Our one circle became multiple slices, correct or not? So am I safe to tell that our legend, only for a pie chart, only for a pie chart, our legend is literally our x-axis because it's further breaking our data into multiple pieces? Can I now have a yes if you are able to now connect the dots and understand why this is literally the x-axis? Which nahi baat nahi hai. It's not something new. It's not something different. But you technically can't call it x or y axis. That's why it's not called x or y. Kaam wahi hai. Naam badal gaya hai, right? This is what you need to understand, right? This is literally what you have, right? Just like how in India you are Somesh, in USA you are Sam. Person remains the same, all right? Exact same. Same logic, all right? So, this is what we have done so far. Guys, please go ahead, complete the pie chart. Jaldi se. Go ahead, make this pie chart, and once you are done, drop in a DONE in a Zoom chat. Jaldi se go ahead, complete this, drop in a done, and I will show you something super, super awesome in our third segment of building a dashboard. All right? Chalo, let's do this. Man, so it's such an amazing session. Thank you so much. Explained really well. Thank you. Appreciate that, guys. So, so sweet. Chalo, thank you. Done, sir. Perfect. Done. Perfect. All right, chalo. Awesome. Guys, we have gone ahead and created a pie chart. Abhi to we have just started. All right. Let's go ahead and make our last segment. And that will take maximum, I would say, 20 minutes, not even 20 minutes. Have a look at this. Guys, here we are going to create a lot of stuff. The first one is called a map chart. What is it called? It's called a map chart. Okay. Guys, understand the difference between what most people do and what you are supposed to do. Okay. This is what most people do. If tomorrow your boss tells you, Jatan, can you show me the company's performance across all the countries that we are operational in? So SN Corporation is operational across multiple countries of Europe. All right. Can you show me the performance, the relative performance of SN Corporation in all of these different countries? How do you do that? You know what most people will do? This is what most people will do. They will go and do the following. Okay. They will try to use Microsoft Excel, and I will quickly show you what they do. The reason why I'm going very fast is because this is the wrong way. I'm not even supposed to teach you this. Okay, I'm showing you what to not do. So I'll do it very quickly. Most people will go to Microsoft Excel. They will use the shortcut Alt N V T. That will allow them to create a pivot table. They will press the OK or the Enter button to go ahead and simply create a pivot table. Then they will go ahead and add country to their rows. They will go and add their sales into their values. They will right click on any of the cell of the sales column and sort the data entirely from large to small. And then they will go ahead and show this entire data, for example, in the form of a, let's say, column chart. And this is what they would end up with. Yeah. Look at how boring this is. Look at how pathetic this is. France is shown as the highest sales, but look at how France is shown. As if it's Apple, right? Any random text, right? France is a country, my friend. UK is a country. When you think of France or when you think of Italy or Spain, you imagine that particular outline in your mind, correct or not? If you look at UK, what is the first thing that you have in your mind? It's the outline of the UK, correct or not? If that is the case, don't you think this is the most pathetic way to show any kind of visual representation of geographical locations? It is, right? So, can we all avoid it? Can we all collectively decide from tomorrow onwards, we will never do this at all? All right? What is better? This is better. Show them this entire map where every single country has a circle depending on the sales that we have done there. Higher the sale, bigger the circle. Lesser the sales, smaller the circle. So you can see relatively which countries are doing well. And you know what the best part is? It's a completely interactive map. So you can zoom in, zoom out, do everything. You can go from year to year to year to whatever you want. So if you're operating across the globe, you can go from Europe to Africa to Asia to whatever, right? So you can do this and you can create a map for India as well. So in case you are having this question, sir, I only work in India. Can I create a India map where we have different states? Anything which Bing Maps, which is also more or less the same as Google Maps. If you have something on Google Maps, you can have it in Microsoft Power BI. Simple as that. Would you like to learn how to create a map chart, guys? Can I have a big yes if you would love to learn how to create a map chart? Yeah, can we do this collectively? Can we learn this map chart? Yeah. Awesome. So guys, this is how you can do it. Okay. This is exactly how you can do it. First of all, some people might have a map chart disabled. Some people might have a map chart disabled. How do you get to know if it is enabled or disabled? By doing the following. This is what you need to do. In the visualizations pane, you have this globe icon. You see this, guys, the globe icon? Okay, I'm going to zoom into it. You see this? This is the globe icon. You need to click on the globe icon. Once you click on the globe icon, you will have the map chart inserted. Now, if you don't have the map chart inserted and if you get an error, or if this button is grayed out, you have it disabled. How do you enable it? Very simple. I will be going ahead and showing you the entire process right now on my screen. And this exact same process is also mentioned in your notes. So my humble request to you is, do it with me right now. If according to you, I go too fast or too slow or whatever the case is, and you're not able to do it with me, if you're on your mobile phone right now and you are practicing later, notes will have it. Please follow the instructions from the notes. Can I just have that simple word or a commitment from you guys? If you can't follow right now, do it later as well. Notes will be having it. Yes. Chalo. Great. I will show you how to do it right now. I will only show you once, guys. I will not waste time here. I will only do it once. And then if you're able to follow, wonderful. If you are not able to follow, notes will have it. Do it after some time. It's just one visual. Don't have your entire experience of building a dashboard be paused for one visual. All right. So if you can't make it, it's fine. Move on to the next one. All right. This is what you need to do. Okay. Go to file. Go to file. Everyone go to file. If you have it disabled, go to file right now. Okay. Then go to options and settings. Go to options and settings right here. Then go to options. At the bottom, you have options and settings, guys. You see this? Then you go to options. Click on options. Once you click on options, you will have the options dialog box opened up just like this, where you have security. You see this, guys? Security is right here. Yeah. So you go to security. Okay. Once you click on security, scroll down and you will see a section called map and filled map visual. Map and filled map visual. You might not have a tick mark here. Just put a tick mark here. That's it. Just put a tick mark here. So if it's like this, put a tick mark there. That's it. Once you put a tick mark, click on OK. That's it. And now you will be able to use the entire map chart. If you are still unable to use it, you might have to restart your entire laptop. Don't do it right now. I don't have to tell you this. Don't do it right now. You will stop attending the entire session. Do it later. The exact same procedure is mentioned in your notes. So again, file, options and settings, go to option, global security, right here. In the global section, security. And just put a tick mark on map and field map visual. Okay? Itna hi karna hai. Nothing complicated. Alright? So now I'm going to go ahead and show you how to make a map chart. Just insert a map chart. Then this is the globe icon. Yeah. Then put your country. Where is country? There. Country. Country into location. That's it. Put your country into location. The moment you add country into location, you will be having, for every country that you operate in, the same size circle. So every country that you're operating in, you will have the exact same size circle. You know why? Because we haven't told Power BI that I want to go ahead and look at the circle size based on the total sales that the company is doing across these different countries. All right. So how do I tell Power BI that the size of the circle, the size of this bubble should be according to sales? Telepathy? Not really. All right. Scroll down right here at the bottom corner of visualizations. Simply scroll down and you will see something called as, bubble size. You see this bubble size? Just put your sales into bubble size. That's it. Okay. So sales into bubble size. That's it. And the moment you put your sales into bubble size, the size of every circle will be different. You see this, guys? The size of every circle is different. So that's all you have to do. And this will allow you to understand that France, UK, and Germany are the biggest countries, or the countries where you have the biggest amount of sales for SN Corporation. That's all you have to do. So please go ahead, complete it. In case you require help in enabling map chart, guys, please look at my screen. The entire procedure is in front of you. So I'll not repeat it, but you have the entire procedure literally in front of you. All right. Country and bubble size. That's all you have to enter. If you are unable to see bubble size, scroll. You have a scroll bar. Use the scroll bar to go down. Okay. Chalo. Please go ahead, complete it. Once you are done, feel free to let me know in the Zoom chat by dropping in are done. All right. Done, sir. Perfect. Aditya, Spandana, I can see Madesh, I can see Tejashri, Aditya, Satya, Abhijit, Adil, I can see A. Karthik, Garima, I can see Mehboob, I can see Sarnam, I can see Jay Shankar, a lot of people dropping in a done, sir. Wonderful, guys. We are about to go ahead and create the last three visuals, the last three elements of our entire dashboard. Can you believe it? It's 2 hours into the entire session, and you have just about three visuals remaining just for you. How about that? All right. So let's go ahead and do this, shall we? Guys, three visuals, and we are done with the entire dashboard. Chalo, let's go ahead, quickly do this. And then, just for being so awesome, I will give you a secret bonus today on this call. All right, sir. This call is not recorded, by the way, but still, everyone who is on this call, I will be giving you a secret bonus in the next 15 to 20 minutes. Wait for that. All right. But for now, let's complete this as well. Okay. Right here. We have three things to do. First of all, we have to create a title. We have to create a title. How do you create a title? Very simple, guys. In the home tab, all you have to do is go to text box. You see this, guys, text box. Where do you have to go? Home tab. Okay. So again, home tab, text box. I have pointed the exact same thing. Please see it. Okay. Click on text box. This is not something which is there in the visualization. I mean, technically it is there, but yeah, you can better do it from here. Home text box, right here. Click on it. Once you click on it, the text box will be inserted. Make it smaller. How about this? And keep it at the top. Something like this. Go inside the text box and start typing. Okay. And you know what I want you to do? Don't tell me, sir, I will write SN Corp dashboard here. Forget the company for a second. SN stands for Skill Nation, by the way, just saying. But yeah, please go ahead. My humble request to everyone, if for example, I can see Akil in the Zoom chat earlier before I closed it as well. Let's say I'm Akil. I want to write Akil apostrophe S dashboard. Akil's dashboard. And if you have space, if your name is as short as Akil's name, write Power BI also. But if your name is gigantic, right? For example, XYZ, right? Abhishek Banerjee or something like that. Then maybe you can just write Abhishek's dashboard. All right. But I want you guys to write down the entire text. XYZ name, apostrophe S, dashboard. You should be proud of what you have achieved in the last 2 hours, my friend. आपको कुछ पता भी नहीं था. Power BI का PB नहीं पता था आपको. And you are at this point, within 2 hours, just spending 2 hours with me, building an entire dashboard. Be proud of yourself, all right? So make sure you have your name, you have a stamp on this dashboard, all right? Then select the entire text, and change the font size to whatever you are comfortable with. Let's say 18. If you have a big name, maybe 16, right? If you have a very small name, maybe 20 also, yeah? And you can make it center aligned as well, something like this. Done. All right. Go ahead, do this. Don't ask me, sir, how to add a background color. I will teach you all of that later. For now, just add a text box and just drop in a DONE done in the chat once you are done. Okay, that's all you have to add. Just a simple, small, sada, simple text box. All right. With your name. Don't write SN Corporation. All right. Done, sir. Perfect. Done. Awesome. Guys, after today's session now, before attending tomorrow's session, if you feel like posting this dashboard on LinkedIn, make sure to tag me as well at Jatan Shah. Simply search on LinkedIn for Jatan Shah. When you are typing the entire post, tag me. I will give you a feedback also. All right. If you want to, there is no compulsion, but yeah, if you want to, you can do that. It's your choice. All right. Now, let's go ahead. Thank you so much. Ganga is saying, never thought Power BI is this easy. Told you. All right, it's simple. No, it's no difficult cheese. Now, let's create the last two visuals. Okay, guys. Last two visuals. Ready? We are going to go ahead and create. We are going to go ahead and create an entire filter where we can simply filter the entire dashboard according to a shipping mode. So if I say economy, if I click on economy, everything in my entire dashboard will only show me data for economy and nothing else. The moment I click immediate, I will not see any other data except for immediate. So if I want to analyze a specific kind of shipping channel that my customers are using, let's say Monday my boss is telling me, Jatan, every shipping mode head or every logistics head of every shipping mode is coming in that meeting. I don't want you to show the performance of XYZ shipping mode to ABC manager. So I don't want you to show the performance of immediate shipping mode to the economy manager. So do something that if I click on a button, I can only show them their shipping mode's performance. कभी कभी ऐसा होता है, right? You don't want to show how the north region is performing to the south regional head, or how the west region is performing to the east regional head before the actual results are out, right? So yeah, that's what you can do as well. Now, how to do it? Well, I'm there for that. All right, chalo. So what do you have to do, guys? Before table, you see this, guys? There is the table. You have this entire slicer here. Click on the slicer. That's it. You see the slicer? If I just zoom in, this is how the slicer looks like. It's a small funnel icon also. It's a very small funnel icon. Yep. Click on it. When you click on it, slicer will be inserted. That's it. That's all you have to do. And then add shipping mode inside. Drag shipping mode, drop it here. And you are done. Easy, simple. So now whenever someone clicks on economy, they will go to economy. Whenever someone clicks on immediate, they will go to the entire data of only immediate. And if they want to go back to the entire data, there is always an eraser button. You can click on erase and it's erased, as you can see. All right. That's all you have to do. Create a slicer by clicking on the funnel icon and then insert shipping mode. Are we ready for the last one? I'll ask you to do both of them together. Okay, chalo. This is very simple. I'll give you one more. Guys, now I have the option. You see this, guys? I have the option to filter my entire dashboard for a specific date range. Okay, for a specific date range. For example, I'll tell you an example of yesterday only, right? Yesterday, one of my team members asked me, sir, can you, I also have created my own Skill Nations dashboard, right? So one of my team members told me, sir, can you also help me out with the costing of the entire company, both fixed and variable, from this date to this date? And I gave it to them on the click of a few buttons. You know how? I would simply go here. Here I can enter the starting date. For example, if my team member told me, let's say from the 1st of May 2018. So I will say 01/05 2018 all the way to, let's say, 31st of December 2019. I will simply say 31/12/2019. And here's my total cost. Done. That's all you have to do. Imagine how simple your life would be if you just had to enter a start and end date, and the entire dashboard will show the data for the entire company from that date to that date. Not just the bank transaction. Everything you can have in front of you just like this. कैसे होता है ये? I'll show it to you. Okay? बहुत simple है, very simple. Simply go and again add one more slicer. That's all. Add one more slicer and make a sandwich. Okay? You have your title as the top bread, bottom bread is the shipping mode slicer. So squeeze this between it. Okay, something like this. Okay, let's just make some more space. How about this? There you go. And make it smaller. Yeah. And now I want to filter my entire dashboard according to what order date, right? Just get order date, not year, quarter, month. If you bring year, you'll only be able to go from one year to another. If you want to be very specific with the date, get the order date, not anything else. Okay, so get the order date complete and drop it here. And you are done. That's all you have to do. And now you can put a starting date, ending date, and filter the entire dashboard. And once you are done with your work, you have the eraser button. You see this eraser button, guys? If I just zoom in, eraser button, you can simply click on it and you will be able to erase the entire selection. So that's all you have to do. Insert two slicers. One, drop the shipping mode. The other one, drop the order date. That's it. So please go ahead, complete this. And once you are done, don't send a done in the chat first. Pat yourself on the back because I can't do it physically to all of you guys, but you truly deserve it. And then you go ahead and drop in a done sign in the Zoom chat. Okay? Sure. Please go ahead, do both of those things. and let me know once you are done. Okay? Done, sir? Perfect. Done. Awesome. Perfect. Sir, can you show date once again? Absolutely. Guys, I'll show you both of them once again. Slicer, click on it, and you have a slicer. That's it. Drop the shipping mode into the slicer, and you are done. And when it comes to the second one, again click on slicer, place it between both the text and the previous slicer, and just put order date inside. Done. Guys, my simple question, once you are done, I have a very simple question for you. Right now, the time is 9:08. How much? 9:08. And we started our entire dashboard journey roughly around 7:20, after giving you all the instructions, after helping you understand the data as well. Am I correct, guys? 7:20 we roughly started. Right now it is 9:08. That is 128 minutes minus 20 minutes. 108 minutes. Yeah, very nice number, right? 108 minutes. That's all it took for you to create this entire dashboard that you have in front of you. At 6:59 p.m., majority of us never used Power BI. And this was the first encounter, the first time you were experiencing the power of Power BI. And within 108 minutes, you have a well-built, wonderfully built, fully functional Microsoft Power BI dashboard in front of you. And this is just 2 hours of your time. We have a 6-hour workshop, 3 hours today, 3 hours tomorrow. Are you happy with what you have gotten so far? 99 rupees, pakka paisa vasool so far, guys. 99 rupees में आजकल पिज्जा भी नहीं आता है, right? If you order a Domino's pizza, they will laugh at you if you order a 99 rupees pizza. There's no 99 rupees pizza. You have built an entire dashboard that you can put into your resume also, Monday onwards, in less than $100, my friend. That's about it. Are you happy with what you have gotten so far? Loving the way I have taught you all of this? Let me know in the Zoom chat, guys. Yeah, wonderful. Boosted my confidence. Thank you so much. Super duper easy, sir. 10x value for money. Wonderful. Never thought it would be so easy. Totally loving it. Grateful. We have a lot more to learn. Yeah, to abhi trailer hai. Trust me when I say this, this is not even 2% of Power BI. This is not even 2% of Power BI. I will show you a lot more. How about that? So I'll show you something more. Guys, but before I move on to something more, I have something for you. All right. Here's the thing. I have a big bonus for you. Okay, I have a big bonus for you. But before I give you all that bonus, I will give you all tomorrow's link, and I will also tell you what is happening tomorrow. Would you like to know what is happening tomorrow, guys? Can I have a excited in the chat if you're super excited to know what's happening tomorrow? Yeah, can I go ahead give you like a sneak peek into what's happening tomorrow? Only you guys get to know about it. All right, Chal, I'll give you a sneak peek into it, guys. This is what is happening in the mega day 2 session tomorrow. And big disclaimer, please make a note of this. There is no recording on. बाद में आके बोलना मत सर आई तो थॉट रिकॉर्डिंग मिलेगा कुछ रिकॉर्डिंग मैं कर ही नहीं रहा हूँ रिकॉर्ड इट्स नॉट लाइक आई विल नॉट गिव इट टू यू आई एम नॉट रिकॉर्डिंग इटसेल्फ डोंट wait for recordings to happen or give it to be given to you, because I hope you will agree, if this was an entire workshop where you could just watch any time of the entire day like a YouTube video, you would never be having an entire dashboard that you have built in front of you. Am I correct or not, guys? You tell me in the Zoom chat. If this was a random video like Instagram Reels that you were seeing, you would never take action. If you want to learn like a YouTube style functionality, I'm not the best person for that. You can find 10 more people on the internet. But if you want to learn in a manner which gives you results, I would be the number one for sure. All right. So tomorrow also कोई recording नहीं है, कुछ पूछना भी मत. There is no recording at all. Attend live. There is no batch transfer also. And I'll tell you a very surprising fact, but this is probably the last Power BI workshop which I'm conducting, after which I will be taking a break for the next 6 months. I'm telling you this. I don't think I've told any of my other batches as well. February would be the last batch. I have a few commitments as well, but this would be the last Power BI workshop I would be conducting for sure. At least for the next 6 months to come. So here's the thing. Tomorrow is the last time, the last day 2 which I'm conducting at least for another year, another half a year. This is what you are going to get. Make sure no matter what, you attend it. If you don't attend it, you will be left with half information, half knowledge, which is more dangerous than no knowledge. Right? So this is what you're going to get. Drop in a massive yes at every single freaking learning that you have, that you are going to enjoy when you attend tomorrow. This is what you are going to learn tomorrow. You will enhance your entire dashboard to make it data analysis worthy. Want to do this, guys? You will learn how to make an entire dashboard which is data analysis worthy. You will learn how to refresh your data on one button click. You will learn how to share your dashboard. Because if you don't know how to share your dashboard online or offline, how will you be able to help out other people when it comes to seeing your dashboard? If you can't even share your dashboard, whatever you are doing, it's waste of time. So I will teach you how to share your dashboard online and offline. How many of you all here want to have a fully functioning Power BI dashboard in a PPT, in a presentation? Can I have a yes if you use PowerPoint presentation? And it would literally be like an eighth wonder of the entire world if you could get a Power BI dashboard without Power BI software, as a MacBook user, as anyone else, in a PowerPoint. Don't believe me, I will show you something. Guys, here you have in front of you a Power BI dashboard, the one that we have created in a PowerPoint. You see this in a PowerPoint. And this is a live dashboard. It's a real-time dashboard, as you can see. You see this, guys? All of this is actually possible. Want to learn how? Yes? I will teach you how to do this tomorrow. Okay? Learn all about the Power BI service environment. You, my friend, are going to learn everything about Power BI service. Now, all my folks, all my MacBook users, right, wondering today, sir, have I made a mistake by being rich, by buying a MacBook? Yes, the answer is no, of course not. You can also go ahead and make a Power BI dashboard and use Power BI on a MacBook. Don't worry about that. I will teach you Power BI service, which is what you see in front of you, tomorrow itself. So you can also use MacBook to build Power BI dashboards completely. Power BI service is actually more important than Power BI desktop. Can I have a SH in the chat by all my MacBook people who are frowning today but would be super happy tomorrow? Yes? Yeah? Chalo, tomorrow you will also be able to see how it's done. All right. So don't worry, MacBook users. I use a MacBook as well when I'm traveling. It's not like I stop using Power BI in that case. So no, don't worry. I use Windows, I use MacBook, I use everything. You can use MacBook also to make a Power BI dashboard. You will find out the power of AI in Microsoft Power BI. Guys, we are working towards a generation, we are working towards a world where artificial intelligence is going to rule. Would you agree with this? Let me know in the Zoom chat, guys. And guys, I would truly appreciate if no one spams my chat. Okay, I don't want to call out anyone's name, but you know you are spamming the chat, guys. If you spam, I can't see everyone else's message. So whoever is spamming, don't do that. Okay, thank you. All right, AI is a must. Agree with it. I'll tell you a simple. Like Google search karoge, you can just search for something like this. If you go and search, this is what everyone knows. Sam Altman. Can I have a yes if you know who this person is? Do you know who this person is? If you don't know Sam Altman, I'm assuming you are living under a rock. The person who is running ChatGPT, OpenAI, the company which is the maker of ChatGPT, he's the CEO of OpenAI. And this is what he says. AI agents will enter the workforce in 2025. How many of you all feel you are not prepared for this? Honestly, tell me in the Zoom chat. AI agents which are capable of doing human work. How? Because AGI is going to be something that they will be able to achieve in the year 2025. What is AGI? Artificial General Intelligence. It means there will be no difference in how humans and robots think. Right now, there are differences. Right now, there are limitations. The moment AGI is achieved, it's possibly the end of the way how the world works. Trust me when I say this. A lot of people are not prepared for it. I will try my best to help you. I will try my best to help you when it comes to learning artificial intelligence. You will solve case studies and have questions answered for your Monday meeting, and you will get X amazing bonuses that will be a game changer for you. When I say X amazing bonuses, best of the best in class. You will be getting, are you ready for this, guys? I promised you, if you go to the website, guys, I promised you a total of 1400 PowerPoint templates. How many of you all remember this? Drop in a me in the chat. If you remember 1400 PowerPoint templates that I promised you all. Yeah. Do you want to have 250 more as well as a free bonus for all of you guys? Yeah, extra bonus. चाहिए आपको? Okay, I will give you all 250 more. I'm talking about 250% more. 3,500 total. 1,400 multiplied by 250%. 3,500. Okay. You will get exclusive 10,000 icon sets. You will get ready-made 170 PowerPoint presentations. So tomorrow onwards, no need to make PowerPoint presentations from scratch. All of this combined worth 16,000, you get to have it for absolutely free. You don't have to pay for it. I'll give it to you for free. So you can remember there is this one person called Jatan Shah in the entire world who helped me make my life easy. All right. Plus, you get to have 3 more bonuses worth rupees 20,000. All of this for free for you. Plus, you have a surprise box to help you crack any job. This alone is worth 30,000. Come tomorrow, 11 o'clock. As I told you, I will be at a wedding at 7 o'clock. Don't message my team asking, sir, where is Jatan, sir? It's 7 o'clock. Where is day 2? 11 o'clock in the morning. Don't come 7 o'clock in the evening. All right? 11 a.m. morning tomorrow, 19th of Jan. How many of you all can I expect to be on that call? I will give you all the link right now. Save that link. Drop in a me if you will be on that call. Can I give you all the link right now? Yes, let's do this. Guys, I will be giving all the link. I want everyone to pay attention to this. All right, I'm going to go ahead and give you all the link. All of this is what you are going to have. As I told you, all of this. Let me go ahead and give you all the link. By the way, guys, I see this is the kind of commitment. Yeah, I love this. Look at this. Wonderful commitment from Syed. Will be there on the call no matter what. Wonderful. Syed, looking forward to seeing you tomorrow as well. Guys, here's the thing. I'm going to go ahead and give you all the link, simply explaining you what to do. You need to do this on this call. Okay. I will give you all the link tomorrow. You will have to mark your attendance for today also on this page. So now how does it work? This link is given to you right now. Okay, it's 9:20. I will give you all the link right now. Okay. Here's the thing. You need to go to this page, and for tomorrow, you have to reserve your seat. Tomorrow, everyone will attend. I know for a fact. You need to reserve your seat. So in case there are technical difficulties or there are seat issues, you get to be a part of it first, no matter what. All right. So enter your name, last name, email, and phone number. That's it. WhatsApp phone number, by the way. All right. You will be receiving a confirmation tomorrow when we go live. So I will go live around 10:40 a.m. When I do, you will be getting a confirmation on this email and this WhatsApp phone number that Jatan sir is live. Join the call. Make sure to join the call at that moment. So, or before that also, you can just be a part of it and wait for me to start the entire session. All right. So fill this out. You are not reserving your seat for the workshop once again. You don't have to pay for it. Just clarifying. And if someone thinks, I have to pay for it, nahi, you don't have to. Once you fill this up, click on register. And once you click on register, let me just prove I'm not a robot, by the way. All right. And click on register. When you do, you will see this page in front of you. When you see this page, you are all set for tomorrow. Itna hi karna hai, aur kuch nahi karna hai. All right. So do it right now. When you do it right now, it will also mark your attendance for today because this link is exclusively available to you guys right now on this call. So when you do this, it marks your attendance automatically for today as well. Simple? Yeah. So I'm giving you all the link right now, guys. Please make sure to go ahead and do this right now. If it asks you to leave this call in order to join that call, if it does, do the registration from a different device. If it asks you to leave this call, don't leave this call. Try to do it from a different device, no problem. But if you don't have a different device, then do it later. But don't leave this call. Okay, I hope I'm clear with this. So if you are on your laptop, scan the QR code and it will take you to the entire registration page for tomorrow. make sure to save the link as well. Okay. If you're on your mobile phone and you can't scan the phone because you're attending the entire session from your phone, link is given to you in the Zoom chat as well. Feel free to click on it, reserve your seat. If it asks you to leave this call, do not leave this call. Try to do it from a different device. Okay. If you don't have a different device, do it later. But please make sure to do it in the next 45 minutes itself. Do it right now. That's the best. All right. I'll give you all exactly 2 minutes. I'm not like spending a lot of time here. Just giving you all 2 minutes, keeping a 2 minute timer, fatafat kar lo, and then drop in or done once you are done. Okay. Done, sir. Perfect. Done. Not able to copy, guys. You can't copy it. You have to click on the link. Zoom doesn't allow you to copy anything. You need to click on it. If it is asking you to leave, don't leave. Do it from a separate phone. If you don't have a separate phone, no problem. Do it later. Okay? But don't leave the call because if you do, you will miss out on everything else. All right? Then, sir, perfect. Done. Done, sir, perfect. Okay, guys, फटाफट, I'm waiting for another 1 minute and we move forward. ठीक है, जल्दी से कर लो if you haven't already. The link is given to you in the Zoom chat multiple times, or you can just scan the QR code. Okay, done, perfect. Last 45 seconds before we move forward. 46, 45 seconds. Yeah, chalo. Done, chalo. Wonderful. Guys, I'm about to show you something that I haven't shown a lot of people. I will be answering a couple of questions that are very important for you to understand. And then I'm going to go ahead and also show you something which is amazing, the most insane thing you will ever be able to imagine. Okay. Or and see in front of you as well. Okay. I'll show you something. No worries. Chalo. Last 15 seconds, I guess. Yeah, 15 seconds. Okay. Done. Can we move forward? 10 seconds and we move forward. Okay. Cool. Now, just to answer, meanwhile, as you guys are registering, guys, just to answer a couple of questions. How many of you, I got this request a lot earlier also, so my support team wanted me to answer this question. Guys, how many of you all here come from a non-IT or a non-tech background and you want to get into IT or tech department or jobs as well? Drop in a me in the chat. I know a lot of people want to make that switch. So I want to specifically help you out as well. Are you wondering what is it that it takes for you to make that jump? I'll help you understand that as well. Okay, without kind of beating around the bush or kind of saying things that are not relevant to you. I'll quickly help you with a background. Okay, uh, would you consider me good at technology so far? Let me know in the Zoom chat, guys. Would you consider me someone who is good with data, AI stuff? Yeah. Here's the thing. I didn't come from a IIT background. I didn't come from a tech background. I am someone who has. Imagine what's my profession. Can you try to guess? Chalo. Guess what was I doing earlier before I helped my students learn AI and technology? Business to nahi. Business ke pehle. I didn't do engineering, my friend. Not CA. No, guys. I was a full-time stock trader. Stock markets, if you know. I have a degree in finance. I was a full-time stock trader. Then I started my own company. I ventured into data. I learned about AI. All of this is self-learned. The reason why I'm telling you this is because I want you all to understand. I started off as a graphic designer. Don't ask me how life has happened to me. I started as a graphic designer. I have a degree in finance. I became a full time trader. I started my own business. I did internships and jobs in between as well, of course. I worked as a valuation analyst. Then I came into my business. I self-learned data and AI, and now I am in front of you. The reason why I'm telling you this is because if a person who has had this kind of trajectory can get into IT and tech, anyone can. I hope that helps you understand that the person we are learning from. is someone who has had 15 different things done in their life. So if you think you can do it, the answer is absolutely nonsense. You can do it. It's just that you don't know how to do it. So my question to you is, would you rather spend the next many, many months of your life kind of focusing on making yourself believe that you can't do it? Or would you like to know what is it that you need to do to make this into your reality, to get into IT and tech? Do you want to convince yourself कि मैं तो कर ही नहीं पाऊंगा? Or you want to know what is supposed to be done to make it into your reality? And if you have chosen the latter, I want to help you understand क्या क्या करना होता है. Okay, this is what you are supposed to do. So write it down or take a photo of it. Take a photo of my screen. This is what you are supposed to do. Okay, make a note of it. What all do you have to learn? This is the following that you need to learn in order to get into data industry, AI industry, IT industry. No matter who you are, you learn this and you will be able to get into any of these three industries that you would like to join. My students, and this is not coming from random places, my students have learned from me. They have gone and gotten phenomenal jobs. My students, you name it, I have a student there. Sir, if you ask me, sir, do you have your student in so and so company in so and so branch? मैं बोलूंगा हाँ, मैं आपको नंबर देता हूँ. That's how I have been teaching for 5 years now. I have insane amount of students coming from all across the world, not just India. So believe me when I say this is what you need to learn. Simple, note it down. Number one, learn Microsoft Excel. It's the bread and butter. It's the bread and butter of any department, any industry. All right. So you need to learn this first of all. All right. Second, that you need to learn is Power BI. Now, if you ask me, sir, what to learn in Excel, learn advanced formulas, pivot table seek low, power pivots, VBA, macros, and AI in Microsoft Excel. Learn Power BI, and I'm talking about advanced Power BI. Any logical human being will understand I can't teach you Power Query or DAX formulas in 2 days. Are you someone who understands that? Can I have a yes if that makes logical sense to you? Those are wide topics. Those are very, very crucial topics to understand and can't be taught in a day or two. तो इसको टाइम लगेगा. आपको सीखना पड़ेगा. Learn from me or someone else, that's your choice. Learn Power Query, learn DAX formulas, learn M language, learn AI in Power BI. SQL, learn A to Z of SQL. PL SQL, MySQL, Oracle queries, सब कुछ. SQL is used for database management. Tableau, learn A to Z. Tableau is like a brother of Power BI. You have to learn Power BI and Tableau both because you ultimately will work with both kind of softwares. Learn Python if you want to get into data science, if you want to become a data analyst or a business analyst or someone who does data visualization or someone who does data management. Python is not required. So depending on the trajectory that you want to take, learn Python or not, that's your choice. Learn chat GPT, learn AI tools, learn prompting. Prompting is the skill of talking to AI. Learn this, most important in 2025. You don't learn it, you will come back to me after a year saying, sir, you were right. Choose what you want to do. Seventh, learn PowerPoint if you want a front-end job. If you're working with clients or if you want to work with clients, learn PowerPoint. But if you're happy sitting in a dark room, dark office, dark cubicle, where you don't work with client, people work with client, they come to you and they dump data on you. And then you go and work on that, right? If you're okay with that, don't learn. But if you don't want that to happen, learn PowerPoint. That will allow you to have a front-end job where you can work with clients, right? Eighth, learn communication skills. Anyone who tells you communication skills are not important, they are scamming you. Look at the biggest companies' CEOs. You look at Satya Nadella, you look at Sundar Pichai, you look at you look at NVIDIA CEO, you look at anyone. You look at Mark Zuckerberg, you look at anyone in this entire world. They have good communication skills. In fact, great communication skills. You know why? Because it's required, right? Without that, you can't become the best of the best. So if you want to become a top level manager, a senior leader of your department, etc., communication skills are important. Anyone who tells you you can become the best of the best and make lakhs of rupees every month without having good communication skills, they're lying to you. Plus all of this, plus problem solving ability. Everything comes down to that. Are you able to solve problems for your company, for your department, for the person that you're working with? If yes, great. If not, can't grow in your career. This cannot happen via a book. This happens via practical learning. It happens via case studies. You have to work on case studies, assignments, projects to develop a problem solving ability. right? Same as if you want to become a cricketer, you can't read books written by Sachin Tendulkar also. You have to go on the field and play and then improve your skills. Same way. This will help you land a high-paying job. I have a proven track record of helping people learn these skills. And if you want to learn and want to get into data, IT or AI or anything else also, ये आपको सीखना है. Take a photo, learn the way you want to learn, start whenever you want to start. But if you had this question, sir, what to learn, I hope I have been able to give you clarity. Can I have a yes if you have liked this as well? For those people who wanted to have clarity on what to learn also, I have just told you the roadmap. Learn it in the same sequence. All right, perfect. And second question as well. Guys, anyone who is wondering, sir, do I require prior knowledge or prior experience for any of this? I'm a prime example. Learn it the way you want. Anyone can learn it. If I can learn it, anyone can. As simple as that. I have taught homemakers who have taken like breaks because of having a kid in their life and having a child, taking a break, taking a sabbatical, and then not having a job at the end of it. I've helped them get a job also after taking a break of more than 10 years also. So anyone can learn it. जिसको करना होता है वो कर लेता है. As simple as that. Now, I'll just show you something which I found to be very cool, guys. The entire workshop is over. I will see you all tomorrow on day 2. But do you want to see something crazy, guys? Can I have a crazy in the chat if you want to see something crazy? Yeah? Something which I feel like you will love. एक चीज दिखाऊं मैं आपको. चलो. I have been creating something super awesome. I have not launched it in public. No one really knows about it except my students. I thought of letting you in the secret. Guys, if tomorrow, how many of you all use Microsoft Excel? Drop in a me in the chat if you use Microsoft Excel. How many of you all use Microsoft Excel? Yeah? Okay. If tomorrow I told you, you do not have to work on Microsoft Excel at all, would that bring about the biggest smile on your face? If tomorrow onwards you never had to use Microsoft Excel, if your entire data could have been automated, if AI could do all the work for you, pretty much, yeah, biggest smile on your face. I have done something like that. All right. So this is what I have done, guys. I don't give it to anyone. I don't sell anything like this. I don't even give it to anyone. मैं ये बेच भी नहीं रहा हूँ. I'm not selling this. Don't even ask for it. I just thought of showing you what AI can do in Microsoft Excel because I've been working on this and I found it to be super awesome. So I'm just sharing it with you. All right. One of the biggest problems that people have is writing Excel formula. Guess what? I have created an entire toolkit which is AI driven, where all you have to do, if you want to generate a formula, all you have to do is select your data and mention what you want to do. It will automatically figure out the formula, automatically understand your data. It will automatically do everything. The moment you click on a button and you say yes, you will have the option to go ahead and get the answer right here. How about that? If you go ahead and click on select template, and if you go and say, sir, I want to create, for example, tomorrow I have a meeting. And I work in, let's say, HR department. And tomorrow I have to, let's say, show them an appraisal report. You know what you have to do? You have to go to Automate X, go to select template. You have to go to, let's say, HR, employee appraisal. And the moment you click on it, your entire dashboard is ready. How cool is that? And what you need to do is just replace the entire data here. So once you replace the entire data with your own data, you can come back to dashboard and you can click on the refresh button. And the entire dashboard will be based on your data. So you can create formulas, you can create reports, you can create an entire table of index on the click of a button. How about that? Right? Just like this. So all of this can be automated now thanks to AI in Microsoft Excel. All right. So I thought of showing this to you. I found it to be super cool, guys. I don't know if you work a lot in Microsoft Excel. Half of my work is on Excel. So I created something like this for myself. So thought of showing it to you. Start using AI in Microsoft Excel jitna jaldi ho sake. All right. I'm not giving it to anyone, guys. I don't even give it to anyone else. I'm just showing it to you. All right. But yeah, that's kind of about it. See you tomorrow. And I will be sending the notes of today's session on the WhatsApp group, guys. I'm going to go ahead and quickly help you with the notes in the Zoom chat also. So in case you want the notes in the Zoom chat, don't worry. I'm giving you all the notes of today's session in the Zoom chat. Give me a second. Okay. There you go. One sec. Can I drag it and give it to you? One sec. Let me quickly go ahead and do that. One sec. Guys, I'm giving you all today's notes. Just give me a second. There you go. I have given you all today's notes in the Zoom chat. You must be seeing day1-notes.pdf. Click on it and download it. In case you are unable to see it, my team will be sending the notes ka PDF on WhatsApp in the next 30 minutes on the WhatsApp group that you are a part of. So you can take it from there. All right? Chalo. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for joining in. I'm going to see you all tomorrow. One final time is the PowerPoint option, this one. If you go to export and you click on PowerPoint, ready for this? Export PowerPoint. All right? 3, 2, 1, PowerPoint. It will open up a dialog box which says export to PowerPoint. Just say open in PowerPoint. When you do it, you will have to just click on open in PowerPoint. Ready for this? 3, 2, 1, open in PowerPoint. And within a few seconds, you will have the entire dashboard opened up PowerPoint. How about that? You have the entire dashboard in front of you as a new separate Power BI separate PowerPoint as well. And here's the best part. You can go ahead and edit the entire dashboard the way you would. So for example, you can add the rest of your slides. Let's say you're having a presentation on Monday, right? Remember, we have a presentation on Monday. You can literally go ahead and have everything else right here. For example, I can just say company performance FY 24-25, for example. How about that? All right. Made by Jatan Shah. How about that? Right? I can go to designer. Then I can go ahead and just choose any of this. For example, something like this. How about that? My work is done. Then I can go ahead and have the entire Power BI dashboard in front of you. Done. And here's the big part, my friend. You can go ahead and use the entire dashboard inside a PowerPoint. If you think this was a photo, oops, this is actually an entire dashboard in a PowerPoint, by the way. You can click on anything. You can click on United Kingdom. You can click on this. You can click on this. Drop in a MB in the chat if you are mind blown by how simple your life can be. If you use AI in Microsoft PowerPoint plus a Power BI dashboard as well, you have literally done everything. All you have to do is present your data. You can go to Poland. You can go to this, that. Everything is done. Guys, I hope you understand what you are seeing in front of you is nothing short of magical. No person in your entire department has ever gone ahead and presented a live interactive dashboard in a PowerPoint. Am I right or am I right? Let me know by dropping in a yes if you agree with that. No person in your entire department has ever shown a Power BI dashboard inside a PowerPoint presentation. When you do this, you stand out in the entire world, which is filled with people who are learning how to make circle shape animation transition in PowerPoint. What you now have is a superpower that no one else in your department has, and you have learned it in less than 24 hours. You met me at 7 o'clock yesterday. It's probably less than 18 hours so far, right? Not even 24, less than 18 hours. By the time you learn from me, it will be less than 18 hours. Are you happy with it? Can I have a yes if you're super happy with it, guys? It's not even been 24 hours and you have spent that time with me, learned how to build an entire dashboard and learned this kind of superpower for yourself. What more can you ask for? Yeah. I'll show you something more though. I'll show you something more. How about this? Guys, this is how you can share it completely in a PowerPoint presentation. Now, let's go ahead. And by the way, this is something, guys, I have this question also, which is how to take Power BI in offline PowerPoint. You answer this question. Can you have an interactive dashboard without having it offline, without having a Power BI desktop? Completely, you are getting this from Power BI service. Can you have it interactive without having internet? How will the data come? Imagine if you have all of this data in a PowerPoint. Your PowerPoint will not even start. You cannot do that. So if you want to keep your PowerPoint not of 100 MB or 500 MB, you need to have internet. And in today's world, if you are saying, sir, I won't have internet, I don't know what part of the entire world you will live in. You are on this call, I'm sure you have internet, right? Does that make sense? Can I have a yes if that makes absolute sense to you, right? Perfect. Now, the big question is, sir, I have this in PowerPoint. I can use it, but what if I want to give it to my client? How will my client use it, right? if you give this PowerPoint to your client will have to log in to your account and stuff like that. And I'm sure you can't give your ID password to them. So how do you give it to a client? Not just while presenting, but how do you give it to your client? Let's understand that. This is what you can do. All right, guys, again, I'm about to show you something super, super cool. Okay, stay with me. This is what you are going to do. You can go ahead and convert this entire dashboard into a website link as well. You can convert this entire dashboard into what? A website link as well. I'm about to show you how that is possible. Okay, have a look at this right here. I will click on file. Okay, I will go to file. I will go to embed report. And there is this option called as publish to web. Now, if you see this word called public, don't get scared. A lot of people get scared for no reason. Publish to web public doesn't mean that someone can Google your dashboard, right? If you just Google who uses Power BI, you will find Amazon uses Power BI. You have Microsoft using Power BI, Intel using Power BI, Nvidia using Power BI, Reliance using Power BI in India, TCS using Power BI. You have Capgemini using Power BI as well in their day-to-day operations. If anyone could Google their data and find Power BI dashboard that they have built, their employees have built, Power BI would be no more. Correct? So no, you can't Google someone's dashboard. Don't get scared by the word public. The word public here basically tells you that if you give this entire Power BI dashboard to someone, they will be able to see it. Whoever has the link of the entire dashboard, they will be able to see it. As simple as that. All right. So Power BI will not stop anyone from seeing the dashboard. If you allow them to see it, they will be able to see it. But no, you can't have someone Google your dashboard. So stay tension free. All right. Right here you have embed report. Here you have publish to web. Okay. This is what you will have to do. File, embed report, publish to web. All right. And again, I will give you the step by step in the notes as well. So no need to memorize it. You will have everything given to you. All you have to do is go to embed report, publish to web. That's it. All right. Ready for this? File, embed report, publish to web. 3, 2, 1, publish to web. It will simply click on, you will simply have to click on continue. You will have to click on publish, and that's it. Your work is done. I will show you once again. File, embed report, publish to web, and click on continue, publish, and your work is done. Now you have in front of you a link that you can send on any person's email as well, or you can attach it to your own website as well with the iframe code. All right. But I will go ahead and show you how it works. I have the entire link here. I will copy it. And just to show you that no, this is not me signing in and kind of tricking you or something like that, I have opened up a private window. Incognito tab, you must know what private window is, right? So here you have incognito tab, private window. All right. I will paste the exact link. I haven't logged into an incognito window, all right? Without logging into my account, see what happens. All right, ready for this? 3, 2, 1, enter. And now you have, glad to say this, now you have an entire dashboard in front of you. Now you can go ahead and play around with the entire dashboard, zoom in, zoom out, everything is completely interactive. You can go ahead, do this. And you know what the good news is? If you give this dashboard to, let's say, 100 people, all 100 people can see the entire dashboard at the same time. And if I make a selection of South, and if you make a selection of North at the same time, you will be only seeing North, I will be only seeing South. It's like a Google sheet. Whatever everyone does, everyone will be affected by that. So I can do, and I can use the entire dashboard the way I want. You can use the entire dashboard the way you want at the same time as well, and everything is in front of you. Drop in an MB in the chat if you have found this to be a mind-blowing feature of Microsoft Power BI. It will literally host the entire dashboard on its own platform with 100% security as well. So you can go ahead and use the entire dashboard as well with 100% privacy maintained, and no one will be able to see your entire dashboard at all. Happy with this, guys? My question to you is, how many of y'all here want to have this dashboard right now? Drop in a me if you would want to have this dashboard. Yes? So that if you don't have a dashboard for yourself, when we come to analysis of data, you can also go ahead and analyze the data with me. Let's do this. Yeah, can I? Chalo, perfect. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and give you all the entire, and for people asking, can I do it for free? The day you start working for free, ask for free things. Not right now. Alright? This is a paid version of Microsoft Power BI, not compulsory for you to get it, but if you get it, you can do all of it. But no, you can't do it from offline. You can't go and click on publish. Even if you click on publish, it will ask you to sign into your account, which will require Power BI service. Simple as that. Alright? So if you have Power BI service, you can sign into your account offline and you don't need to go to online version and upload your dashboard. Just say you click on publish, it will automatically go to Power BI service. You see this, guys? If I just show it to you, you see this? Publish this report online in the Power BI service. That's what you can do as well. And you can, of course, use Copilot, which is in the pro version as well. All right. So this is what you can do in order to go ahead and give your dashboard to anyone and everyone. I have given you all a link in the Zoom chat, guys. Go ahead, click on the link, and when you click on the link, it will take you to this entire dashboard. So if you are someone who doesn't have a dashboard right now, or even if you have a dashboard, chalo, I want everyone to use the dashboard which I have given you. Please go to the link which is given to you in the Zoom chat. Once you go to that link, all right, for example, if I go to this link, it will go, click on continue to destination. That's it. And it will simply show you the entire dashboard as well. There you go. All right. Once you are ready for it, can I have a ready in the chat, guys? If you have the entire dashboard opened as well, can I have a ready if you are ready with it? Ready? Perfect. Ready, sir? I'm giving the link once again in the Zoom chat, guys. Please take it from there. Okay? Done. Perfect. Ready? Perfect. Are we good to get started then? Can we go ahead and answer some questions? Can I have an excited in the Zoom chat if you're super excited to go ahead and answer a bunch of questions as well? Can we go ahead and answer a few questions so you get to have a taste of how analysis works in Microsoft Power BI? Yeah, shall we? Shall let's do this. All right. Yes. Perfect. All right. So guys, this is what we are going to do. Okay. We are going to go ahead and use Power BI dashboard to answer a bunch of questions. The first one I will show you, the second one you will solve. Okay. This is what we are going to do. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and solve this question for all of us. And the second question, you will do it. Okay. So first you learn how it is solved and then second onwards, you can do it. Okay. First question. My boss wants me to find out the total sales that the company has done from a certain subcategory called copiers for the economy shipping mode. So I want to find out the total sales only for copiers for the economy shipping mode. First of all, guys, I want to get the data only for economy shipping mode, correct or not? So I will have to filter my entire dashboard only for economy, correct or not? So I will have to go to my shipping mode filter, the one that we created yesterday, the one that you will be having in the dashboard which I given you. Simply click on economy right here. And when you click on economy, everything that you have will be filtered according to economy. Everything that you have will be filtered according to economy. Second, I want to find out the total sales specifically for copiers. So all I have to do is go to my subcategory right here, the column chart that we have, which has all the subcategories and the total sales. I just have to go to copiers. Wherever I have copiers, I can go to copiers and I can click on copiers. The moment I click on copiers, now my entire dashboard is also filtered only for copiers. So now you have economy, now you have copiers. And if you look at the sales that you have in the dashboard, this sales is nothing but the total sales that the company has done from the economy shipping mode and from copiers as well, which is 57.1K. If you want to look at the specific number, it is 57,094. So you can just hover over copiers and you can see the total sales as well. Rounded off, it is 57.1K. All right. So this is what, my friend, is the total sales coming from economy for copiers, 57.1K, or if you further round it off, it is 57K, more or less. All right. So 57K is the total sales that the company has done. And all it took for me is what? 2 button clicks. Yeah, that's about it. 2 button clicks. One for economy, one for copier. Imagine how simple your life is now if you could just do something like this. Now, to answer the second question, I will have to disable this. So I will have to first click on copier to deselect it. Then I will have to click on economy to remove the selection. Only when you have both of them removed, you will have the total sales go back to 1.3 million, which is the total sales of the entire company. All right. So now we are going back to our main dashboard without any filter applied. And now we have to go ahead and answer the second question that I want you guys to answer. Okay. I want everyone to answer this by doing this in your dashboard or the one that I've given you. You have to find out the total sales from the country of France in the year 2017. Find out the sales from France in the year 2017. Now, how will you do that? Guys, first of all, you want the data only for 2017, correct or not, right? Only for 2017. So you will have to filter your entire dashboard from the starting date, 1st of January 2017 till the 31st of December 2017, correct? So my starting date will be 1st of Jan 2017 in my slicer right here, and my ending date will be 31st of December 2017. There you go. So now I'm looking at the total sales in the year 2017, which is 229.4K. But do I want to see that? The answer is no. I want to see only for the country of France. So I will have to go and click on France. And then I will be able to see the answer of that. You go ahead. What is the answer specifically for France? The question is in front of you. Please go ahead and complete the second question and tell me the answer in the Zoom chat as well. All right. What is the answer? 65.8K. All right. 65.8K. All right. All right. $65.8K. It seems like everyone has gotten the answer as 65.8K. All right, guys. Right here, I have already up 1st of Jan 2017 till 31st of December 2017. Now, if I go ahead and select the country of France, are you able to see this? The answer is indeed 65.8K, or if you round it off, it becomes 66K as well. Go ahead and drop in a big, proud, confident yes in the Zoom chat if you have also gotten the answer as 65.8K as well. Guys, can you believe it? You didn't know how Power BI worked yesterday at 6:59 p.m. Now you are here solving questions, answering questions, all with the help of a Power BI dashboard that you have built from scratch, understanding Power BI, and it's been less than 6 hours that we have spent together. If this is not magical, I don't know what is. I'm so happy and so proud of each and every person who is on this call right now. Each and every one of you all. If you have gotten the answer as 65.8K, I want you guys to spam the Zoom chat with a big, massive yes as well. All right? Perfect. So we have gone ahead and also answered questions. But do you know I have a shortcut for you? I have something which is going to blow away your mind, right? Yesterday we took how much time, guys? Anyone remembers yesterday how much time we took to make an entire dashboard? I told you the exact time as well. Can you tell me in the Zoom chat how much time it took for us to make the entire dashboard? 108 minutes. Yeah, a little less than 2 hours. 108 minutes. Do you add decimal in between? 10.8 minutes, yes or no? If I can make you 10 times faster, yes, adding a decimal is 10 times faster basically. So not 108, but 10.8, yes? Let's do this. Seriously, I am not a comedian. Yes, I'm absolutely serious about it. Chalo, let's do this, alright? Alright. I have taken up a challenge. Chalo, the challenge is, how can I make the entire dashboard in less than 10 minutes? I'll show it to you. Guys, I want everyone's hands off your keyboard, okay? Focus on my screen, sab kuch milega baad mein. Pay attention, or you will, in order to do everything simultaneously, you will not even pay attention here and you will ask me to repeat. Don't do that mistake. Pay attention on my screen, alright? This is what is the next level. In 2025, again, in 2024 also, and now in 2025, there are so many things that you can do where AI can literally work for you. Whether it is Microsoft Power BI or Excel or PowerPoint or anything that you use in your day-to-day work. 2025 is the year of AI. Okay, which are called AI visual. These are not the only four AI visuals Power BI has. Most Power BI developers who are not even like mediocre Power BI developers, they don't even know that in Microsoft Power BI, these are not the only AI visuals that you can have. You can actually go ahead and get more visuals which are AI powered. You can build more visuals and import it inside of Microsoft Power BI as well. Yes, you can make your own. I'm not saying you can make a column chart. I'm saying you can make your own visual. You can actually design a and add AI inside it without writing a single line of code. That's what you can do. Alright, but again, that's a part of advanced Power BI. I'm not covering that right now, but I thought you should be aware about it. You can do all of this as well. I'll show you one of the amazing insert tab. I will click on the Q&A button. Okay, the first one, which is called Q&A. Okay, I will open it up. There you go. I will make it a bit bigger, something like this. Now, what you have in front of you is just what Google does. So, for example, if you go to Google, what happens, right? How's the weather today? All right. And you will be able to see the weather is so and so, 31 Fahrenheit. All right. You can do all of that. But what if you could do something like that inside of Microsoft Power BI for your entire data? Would that be awesome? If you could do something like that in your own data as well, yes, well, you can do that. Let me show it to you. I had these questions, guys. Total sales. Let's see if I can answer this question with anything from today. Look at this. If I say total, let's say profit, just to give you a small example before I move on to questions. If I simply say total profit, all right, and if I click on this submit button, in a few seconds, I get the answer 6,27,000. Isn't that what the total profit is? How easy was that? If I go here and if I say total sales from copiers for economy shipping mode, chalo, total sales from copiers for economy shipping mode. Economy shipping mode. That's it. And if I click on send, my question to you is, was the answer 57K rounded off or not? Drop in a how insanely awesome this is. All you have to do is just type your question. Even a standard kid can go and analyze their data if they are using Power BI. With this, drop in a massive yes if you do. You don't need to be some super crazy from IIT, IIM to do this kind of analysis. You go and ask any questions. For example, have a look at this. Guys, have a look at this. Total sales from France in the year 2017. There are 4 variables. Total sales from France, beginning date of 17 and ending date of 17. 4 variable hai. Do you think AI can do something complicated like this? What do you think? And if you have given the answer as maybe not, maybe yes, find out. I can simply say total sales for France for 2017. And I can click on send. Was the answer 60? Drop in the chat if you have found this to be mind-blowing as well. This is what you can do. Simple. Easy peasy. And not just that. ये तो मतलब this is the most easy thing a person can do, my friend. How about this? Guys, this is just the starting of how AI can do the kind of work you are expected to do. I told you I can help you build an entire dashboard within a few minutes. Yeah. Let me show you that as well. How about this? Let's say I take the example of this column chart. Chalo, today is a Sunday. Today I am feeling very lazy. Aaj kaam nahi kar. But I still have to make a dashboard tomorrow. I have a meeting tomorrow. तो मैं क्या करूँगा? What will I do if I have to build a dashboard? But I'm feeling very lazy. Let's say I want to create this column chart. Right? This column chart is correct. I just have to go here and simply say, ready? Can you type 3 words? I hope you will, right? Have a look at this. Sales by subcategory. And now you have in front of you an entire bar that shows the total sales for every single subcategory that you have in your data. And you have to type 3 words. What do you think? Mind blowing or not? Let me know in the Zoom chat. The work is done. Simple. And I know some people will be like, but sir, this is not the exact same chart. You said exact same. This is the bar chart. No? This is not a column chart. It's very different. Koi baat nahi. This is all that you have to do. Simply use English. Simple. Sales by subcategory as column. Can you type 2 extra words? I'm sure you can. A total of 5 words. Correct? The moment you click on send, you tell me in the Zoom chat, guys, is this exactly what we have right here as well? Yes or no? How many of you are like, sir, tomorrow onwards, if you show me all of these things, what do I have to do at my job? If I go to my office, what will I do? Sit and drink coffee? Probably yes. That's all you have to do if you have these kind of things working for you. How about that? Start doing this. My students don't sit and work for 8 hours a day. They work for probably 3-4 hours tops. Have a look at this. I'll show you something more. Now you might wonder, but sir, what if I want to modify the entire chart? Right? AI is not perfect now. What if I want to modify something? So मैं क्या करूँगा? This is all that you have to do. Guys, do you see this button right here? Yeah, you see this button before the gear button. There is a button here. If you hover over this button now, there is something called turn this Q&A result into a standard visual. So if you want to edit this, all you have to do is click on this button. Let me show it to you. All you have to do is click on this button. Ready for this? 3, 2, 1, click. And now you have A proper column chart that Microsoft Excel and Microsoft Power BI understands as a column chart. You have your x-axis, y-axis, legend, small multiple tooltips, everything in front of you that you can go ahead and format the way you want as well. Now this and this is the exact same. Now tell me in the Zoom chat, can you build an entire dashboard in just about 10 minutes? It took you 5 words to make a column chart. Can you make 10 visuals, 50 words, 50 words? In just 10 minutes, yes or no? Can you write 50 words in 10 minutes? This is what you can do in order to make an entire Power BI dashboard with the power of AI. And we have learned so many things in the last few hours today and yesterday. So far, we have started from having zero knowledge in Microsoft Power BI. We have come so far. We have come to a point where we know so much about Microsoft Power BI. I want to quickly summarize everything that we have learned before we go forward. So far, we have started from having zero knowledge in Microsoft Power BI back at 6:59 p.m. yesterday to learning the following. And I want you guys to drop in a massive yes at every single learning that you have found to be exceptionally amazing. Number one, we have learned how to install Microsoft Power BI. Of course, drop in a massive yes if you have loved the way you have learned everything so far before we move forward as well. We have learned how to load our data inside of Microsoft Power BI. Drop in a massive yes if you have loved this. I see Sanjeevi, I can see Loganath, I can see Chirag, I can see Jonathan, I can see Sanam dropping in a big yes. S. Anupama, big yes. Deepika, I can see Vedavati, I can see Kavita, Rajveer, Krishna, Maitri, so many of you all. We have learned how to build the card visual. We have learned how to build the table visual. We built card for sales, cost, profit. We built table for our customer list. We have built a column chart to see our total sales by subcategory. We have also created a line chart. Drop in a yes if you have loved it as well. We have created a pie chart for our entire dashboard. We have created a map chart for our entire dashboard as well. We have also learned how to add our title as a text box inside Microsoft Power BI. We have learned how to add slicers or filters to our entire dashboard in the form of shipping mode and the order date filter as well. We have understood the concept of interactivity in the form of highlight, in the form of filter, in the form of HFN, highlight, filter, and none. We have learned how to add the filter interactivity to our entire dashboard to make it completely interactive as well. We have learned how to share the entire dashboard via a PowerPoint presentation, via a mobile, share dashboard via a link as well, which I have given you as well. And we have also learned how to answer of Power BI. We have learned how to use AI-powered Q&A visual as well, with the help of which you can literally build an entire dashboard within a few seconds itself as well. At this point, now that we have learned so many amazing things, before we move forward with more learnings, my friend, if you just apply these kind of learnings to your work to build Power BI dashboards, this is the kind of feedback that my students have given me who have learned AI and data from me. Welvin is saying, and let me know in the Zoom chat if you agree with this or not. Welvin is saying, transforming lives, a journey with Sir Jatan Shah, the incredible AI master and super coach. My session, whatever I have learned from you in terms of career and education, I can say that I can do something by implementing that in my day-to-day life to earn a salary high. Being a fabulous learner and teacher, outstanding teaching. I have taken many courses for AI, but I never felt this much educated. The way of explanation was also awesome. I remembered everything what you explained as well. Kaushik is saying, my utmost exceptional man of saying, each session is an awesome learning with Jatan sir. I'm an analyst, credit rating company. After joining his program, I got 3 promotions within the next 2 months. 3 promotions in 2 months. Would you agree with the kind of feedback that my students have given me so far? Drop in a massive yes if you do. This is what I'm here for, to help my students the way they live their life, grow in their professional career. I hope at this point you understand. I want you guys to drop in a massive yes in the Zoom chat. The real potential, the true potential of Microsoft Power BI, business intelligence, AI, and data analysis. Are you able to now understand the power of it, the real potential that AI and data has in the year 2025? Now do you understand how leveraging data can help you become so much more efficient and faster at your day-to-day work? Tomorrow, even I can do your work and I can literally get more than you because I can finish 2x the work that you might be doing without using data and AI. Now do you realize how important it is for you to master the most in-demand technologies in order to not just survive in your job, but most importantly, grow exponentially in your career and get yourself a salary increment that you always wanted to have? If your answer to all these questions is a massive yes, go ahead and drop in the biggest yes that you have ever sent in the Zoom chat right now. The biggest yes that you can ever send in the Zoom chat with a lot of S's towards the end as well. All right, I can see Vivek, I can see Sumit, I can see Ankita, I can see Gopi, I can see Rajkumar, Alfia, I can see Farooq, I can see Chandu, I can see Supriya, I can see Pooja dropping in a big yes, Amrita dropping in a big. What is called DAX formulas. You need to learn the basic to advanced version of DAX formulas. You need to learn how to use AI and Copilot, all the visuals of AI. How do you use Copilot instead of Microsoft Power BI to get advanced insights out of your data, just like the one that you see in front of your screen. You need to, my friend, learn everything about Power Query, with the help of which you can structure, organize, and automate your data management process inside of Power BI without manual intervention. And this allows you to become a Microsoft certified official Power BI expert just like me. And not just that, guys, along with learning Microsoft Power BI, you also need to learn and understand the most in demand tools and softwares used in 2025 in order to not just survive in your job this year, but rather grow in your career exponentially for not just this year, but decades to come. To get yourself a massive salary hike, to go ahead and save hours of your time, and most importantly, hours of your effort, and do a lot more at 10x speed, at 10x efficiency as well. You need to, my friend, learn everything about advanced Microsoft Excel with AI. Gone are the days where people used to use traditional Excel, traditional VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP. There are days now when you can go ahead and automate your work in Microsoft Excel. You need to learn advanced Excel, advanced formulas, advanced automations, AI instead of Microsoft Excel, and use it to become a Microsoft certified official Excel expert. And not just that, guys, along with it, when you are learning Power BI, you also need to learn the important skill along with it. Just learning Power BI can easily get you a job within 15 minutes, but if you combine Power BI with structured query language, you can easily get a starting salary of more than 20 lakh per annum, even in the data IT or the AI industry. You need to learn advanced data management using structured query language to be ready for the data-driven future that we all are going to live in. SQL is the most sought after skill in the data industry because it allows you to work with data and manage data. And when you combine it with Power BI and become a Microsoft certified SQL expert, my friend, you will be having people line up to offer you jobs. It's very important for you to learn this skill as well as soon as possible. You need to learn how to forecast and predict your KPIs using Tableau, where you, my friend, need to learn how to build dashboards, predict your data, how much is going to be the inventory required after 3 months, what is going to be the attrition rate after a few months of the company, what is going to be the expected profit for the next 1 quarter to come. How do you come up with all of this forecasting and predictions? Every single person who comes up with it uses Tableau to forecast and predict their KPIs. And that is the reason why you need to learn Tableau along with Power BI as well. Advanced PowerPoint presentations that you can build all with the help of AI and Copilot. You cannot spend hours of your time building PowerPoint presentations every single week. What if I told you, you can literally go ahead and build this entire dashboard in less than 30 minutes, all using the power of AI inside of Microsoft PowerPoint? And I will show you that as well. This is what you need to learn for yourself. And most importantly, in 2025, you have to master everything about artificial intelligence and prompt engineering, which is of the skill of talking to AI and using AI for your day-to-day work, research, project, client work, for everything that you do. And you need to learn about AI and prompt engineering right now, or you will ultimately lose your job and get replaced by a person who knows how to work with AI, because companies have stopped hiring people who do not know how to work with AI, because even they know AI is the future, my friend. No matter what profession or department you work in, there are people who are getting fired, not employees. There are hundreds of people every single day getting fired. Entire team is getting fired because they don't know how to work with AI. Right from the senior manager to junior manager to team leaders to forget the future. Future is going to become 10 times bad. My students tell me, sir, I have been seeing so many people getting fired from their jobs in my company because they didn't learn how to use AI at the right time. Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan have already fired thousands of people. And my friend, to help you not see this exact same fate, but rather become a Microsoft certified global expert in all of these amazing skills. 5 amazing times become a Microsoft certified global expert, which is the biggest badge that you can have in your resume and your portfolio. I'm so happy, I'm so proud, and I'm so excited to finally welcome you to our best kept secret, my inner circle, where I get to go ahead and work with you and help you, my friend, become a Microsoft certified global expert by learning the biggest skills of 2025, where you are going to learn right from the very basics till the most advanced level with no prior knowledge or experience required. You don't have to be from IT background, you can be from non-IT, IT, commerce, administration, management, it doesn't matter. You get to learn right from the very basics till the most advanced level. Everything about Power BI, DAX formulas, M language, Power Query, advanced dashboards, everything with my personal guidance. Basic to advanced